is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
There's only one Deontay Wilder. Boxingvoice.com.
When I say I promise you, I'm gonna knock out the Gypsy King as well.
Deontay Productions.
How am I gonna let this little skinny spaghetti hit man make me?
Boxingvoice.com.
Numbers don't lie, and I'm that guy. And I'm the dog of the business.
When I stepped on the scene, I said I wanted this though. I said I wanted that though.
Boxingvoice.com.
You know, so I'm still on a mission.
I'ma chase his ass all the way up there.
I told him it's an easy fight to make.
Some of them like it, some of them don't. Boxingvoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of TBV, hashtag TBV Podcast, wherever hashtags are used. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and we are back with another one. We're going to be having the heavyweight champion of the world, WBC champion, Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder will be on the episode. We're going to be asking him all your questions. So shout out to all, let me see how many of it were you. It looks like all 28 of you that dropped your questions on patreon.com/Thaboxingvoice. And you looked for the post, Ask Deontay Wilder a Question. And I'm going to lead with your questions. I'm not even going to be selfish and ask my own stuff. I'll start with your stuff, and whatever's left, if there's any time left, I'll ask any questions, because I know you guys are better than us. You got that hard-hitting stuff that, that you want asked and answered. So, yeah, man, we are here to discuss the heavyweight division with the heavyweight champ. We want to ask some questions like, did you get an invite to the AJ fight? Are you going to the AJ fight? Did you send an invite to AJ for your fight? Things like that, man. But let me jump out to my co-hosts. You guys know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're going to be having the heavyweight champ of the world in a few minutes, so let me hurry on and get on out to Indiana.
Deontay Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. And he stayed at 147.
A man stand up for what he believes in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Call yourself Mute Face.
Yo, what's up with people out there in the TBV universe? Back with another one, and yes, we will have the WBC heavyweight champion on the line here pretty soon. You guys got all the questions, on 28, so it seemed like a lot. So, again, like Ness said, we'll let you guys question go first, and whatever's time left afterwards, then we'll pitch in, chip in. Or, but yeah, man, excited to have him on. There are some different things, that need to be asked. And I'm just ready for the show, man. How's it going with you, Ness?
All good, man. No double questions is all I want to say. I know a few of you continue to put your double questions. We're not going to be able to ask two. We got to go one at a time. And, we just have to give the champ, we don't want to keep him too long. You know what I'm saying? You get him in, get him out, ask what we need, find out what we need to know, and get this thing going. But shout out to all the Patreons that did drop a question. You can still do that if you head on over to patreon.com/Thaboxingvoice. Will Wilder versus Joshua happen? That's one of the questions I want to ask, Talk about the obliteration, and the hateration that is Deontay Wilder and comes with being Deontay Wilder. And really, Deontay Wilder versus who? Who's next? We heard Shelly Finkel reveal this next 3 fights with Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Lewis, and Ortiz. Is it in that order? How's it going to look? What's really the deal, man? I want to ask Deontay, what does he know? What does he know, Mike? Is this just Shelly talking? or is this set in stone? Like, is Luis Ortiz next? Can the fight fans start gearing their minds to that? I mean, I don't know.
As Shelley came out and said, like most definitely that Ortiz is next. Like as he came out and said that is unequivocally going to be Wilder's next fight.
I do not know, but speaking of the champ, he is on the line. So let me get on out to the one and only.
There's only one Deontay Wilder. Bomb Squad!
Champ, what's going on? I just want to thank you, obviously, for taking out the time to come back on the show. TBV always appreciates you taking your victory lap with us. First and foremost, want to congratulate you for a spectacular performance. I think your last Instagram tweet, or post rather, explains it perfectly. The man's soul left his body after that right hand landed. But how are you? And what did you think of your performance?
But I'm doing good, man. Good to talk to you guys. And the performance was, look, I felt great. This is the first time I felt the way I felt in a very long time, especially going to New York. New York, I'm always getting sick. My immune system, be low at times. But, we changed a lot of different things up for this camp. I had a lot of great sparring partners as well. I think I had some guys in there that was, better than Dominic Brazil. So I was very well prepared for the fight. And, I come to do all the time. That's put on a great fights and the same fights. And, which I did, each and every time I'm looking for a devastating knockout. But, every time I go to Brooklyn, I'm always, giving out devastating knockouts. There's something about that place and and when we combine together, man, we make magic. So, I'm very happy and pleased and just ready for the next,
Hey, what's going on, champ? I hope everything going good with you and yours. My first question is, how do you know, because the way you knocked Brazil out and the way you turned around and walked off, it's like you knew that guy was not going to get back up. It's kind of similar to Disputer. What is that feeling like going through your body? Like, how do you know when that person is not going to be able to continue?
Well, how I was able to spin like I did, after setting them up, because I set them up to that point. A lot of people don't understand my intellect up in the ring is very high. I'm the longest reigning champion. So with that, will come a lot of experience, and I've been in there with a lot of different guys all over the world. So you kind of expect certain things, and you can sense certain things as well. Like I said, certain things that I did was muscle memory. I don't have to really think. Just like with the shot when they opened up, I reacted very quickly, to it, and I'm the master of the 1-2 coming down. But when I landed that punch, because I seen it, it was so open, especially after coming off the ropes, because at one point in time I hyperextended my left arm, so all I felt was heat rising up under my arms, like it was crazy. But once that calmed down, I pressed Dominic, and his guards was already high guarded, like we said he was going to be. Everything he did, we planned it perfectly. He did everything, And once I saw the shot, it was like bam, muscle memory, pop, pop. And then when I hit him and spun around, the crowd gave my reaction. It indicated that it was over with. He was down, and that's why I was able to do my thing and go to the neutral corner, because when I'm in there, it's like a focus. It's like a tunnel that I have that I don't really see, that I don't really hear too much, especially when I'm zoned in on my opponent. And on that point in time, I was very zoned in, and like I said, I saw the punch, and my instincts reacted, my muscle memory reacted, and I took charge of the punch. And once that happened, bam, then I'm still in focus. And when he drops, when the crowds go crazy, it's like that, it comes out. You know what I'm saying? Then when I hear that, because I've heard it 40 times, and it never get boring. So when I heard that, I already knew he was on the ground. I didn't know how devastating it was until seeing the replays. I don't know how devastating no punch is until after seeing the replay. And then, it was all exciting, man. That's what I come to do. I'm the originator of walking it like I talk, because I do that each and every time. I talk a little bit, and I walk it. So, but it was amazing card overall.
Quick follow-up question: do you think that that arm injury will keep you out any extended amount of time, or do you think it'll heal by itself?
Oh no, this ain't nothing serious. It's just a hyperextension. When anybody know anything about hyperextending the arms, it's a painful situation. But I hyperextended, my arm, in the worst way up in the fight. I don't know if I knew how it happened once we started tangling up when I had caught him with that first right hand and he started fading off. I ran in there, we were exchanging shots. I don't know if my arm got caught up in his arms or it got pulled or whatever. It was up in between there. I tried to look back on film and see where, but I don't know where. But it's just like a warm sensation running up my arms until my elbows, until my shoulder, and I've had that before. That's why I knew how to deal with it inside of the ring, because not only have I had that done to me in training, sparring, but I've also had that to happen to me in competition as well. So little things like that, different experiences you go through in the ring, you tend to know how to handle it as your career unfolds, even each and more. Every time you get in the ring, you've been there, you've done that, look, you're talking to a guy that'll fight you with a broke hand, a torn bicep, a broke arm, third-degree burn, and still go, you would never notice. So I bet my experience brought me through with the hyperextension, but I'm fine. I'm feeling great. My arm is okay. It was just something that was, it really lasted about an hour. Even after that, it was still like, felt a little numb or whatever, but I'll be okay.
D, man, I just want to ask, how does it feel to have all these memes made out of you? Like, you were Mortal Kombat for this fight. You took Brazil Soul in one Instagram post. We just see so many people create things. The guy that made a song for the To This Day, he made a remix called Knock Your Ass Out for the Brazil fight. It's just like so many things happen after you fight, kind of like a chain reaction. And how is it for you?
It's amazing, it's a great feeling for sure, just to see your hard work get noticed from people all over the world. I mean, like, it's been, man, it's just been real interesting for me and been crazy for me, which, thank God for it, man. I worked my butt off, and I'm at the point where I want to be. It's just been amazing from the reaction to the fans to, the all the people that writes me all the time, and it let me know that I'm loved, man. That's why I don't, outside of boxing, social media and stuff like that, I don't really respond to negativity, because my thing is, why, when I have so many positive people at me, when I have so much positivity, comes towards me, why focus on the negative, and I just let people be who they are. But when I see the positive, when I see so many different memes and different things after me, man, it's like, damn, like I'm doing something special in this sport, man, because this, you got so many great talent of fighters in boxing, man, and it just seems like, when people fight, they have great fights, but it's nothing like when I fight, though. Like, it's just, I sit back and observe stuff like that. Like, it's nothing like when I fight. But that just lets you know that no matter you being a great fighter or not, people just want to see you devastating knockouts at the end of the day. And when you talking about a Deontay Wilder, you come and see a Wilder fight, it's most likely you're going to get that. It just come with the territory of being one of the big boys. The big boys, the heavyweight division always was the king of the division. We just had that 10-year layoff. Then it put us in a little hole here in America, and you had it to the point where no one knew who was the heavyweight champion of the world were. No one, because the guys that had it, they wasn't from here. So they went to other countries, and and it took a long time to rebuild and regroup to get some American heavyweights, and here I come along, and just building, especially for the pro rankings, and it's just been building. It's finally here where it's so exciting, man. It's people are so excited by the heavyweight division. They're excited about heavyweight boxing and what's going on with it, what's going on in the midst of it, of everything. And it makes me feel real good because if at one point in time it just, we were just here. You know what I'm saying? We were just here trying to get this thing going and get the excitement back in America and get the casual fans that didn't care about boxing, get them to love it, although it's a brutal sport. And I like to keep it real. I always keep it real with people. I want them to know what they're getting into when it comes to boxing. This is no gentleman's sport. I always said, and I forever said, no matter who may feel that it is, you need to stay in the ring long enough to get punched in the face. You'll find out there's nothing gentleman about that, and just building here in America, and it's just everybody now paying so much attention to it, and it's just amazing that every time I fight, man, I please people. And that's how I can put it. Like, I'm pleasing them. I'm feeding their flesh with what they want to see, and that's dramatic knockouts.
Absolutely, you do provide the dramatic knockout. I kind of want to change gears real quick. The week after you had a big victory, one of your heavyweight colleagues came out and did kind of a media tour, and he probably started to create his own narrative. I know on one interview with Ariel Helwani, I'm talking about Tyson Fury, that is, he said that you were the reason that the rematch didn't happen. I just want to get your reaction to him doing the media tour right after your big fight, and your reaction to his words on Ariel Helwani's show.
I mean, Fury clout chaser. Of course he is. I mean, what better way to do it than after a dramatic fight like that? You know what I mean? We all know what happened with the rematch, and if you don't know, you're just ignorant to it. And if you really don't know, then I apologize for that. But at the end of the day, we know what happened with the rematch. He didn't want the rematch. I mean, it's plain and simple. He had the papers. They had him on the desk 5 days to a week. And he went and opted out. He opted out of the fight. If it was such a big controversial fight for him, if he felt like he came and beat me in my country, even although he had Showtime and all the commentators, stirring up the pot for the fans that's not of boxing or don't know what's going on to listen to them and move the narrative. If it was such controversy, he felt he beat me in a wide margin. Why not the rematch? It don't make no sense. You got all these. You got women's rematch. You got, my guy Tony Harrison and Charlo rematches because it's controversial. You have many fights, Floyd when Madonna and rematch when it's controversial. But so that's the narrative. That's the way you move it to the rematch. So if you were so convinced, why no rematch? Because with the cherry on top. It's a piece of cake because you'd already been in there before and you'd already know the spec and you feel like you won so comfortably. Man, anybody will take that. But one that knew that wasn't the case and also knew that you didn't want to, if someone don't want to get in there with that dangerous man as to get hit like that, Fury don't even know how he got on the ground. Nor do he know how he got up. Like I said, I gave this man a concussion. I knocked his memory. He got memory loss. I gave him memory loss. His family don't want him to fight me again. His team don't want to fight me again. It's obvious. But as fighters, we have to have something to say to the public to make us seem like we wanted to not seem like less that we running from it and we doing something. So what's the better way to do it? Of course, ESPN wanted him on the network because they knew about the rematch. They know some point in time going to be rematch. So why not sign it to a thing? Because everybody thought I was with Showtime. You know what I mean? I've been fighting on them for so long. I didn't make it no announcement like I'm with another network or something. Like I can go around. Once I said I can move as I please, I'm not one. Everything else started popping out. But they gave him that, and then Rank came. So what's the better way to say, I'm not going to take the rematch. I'm going to sign it. You needed something to cover it up with, and that was his outlet. with Top Rank and ESPN to sign that. That was his outlet not to fight me again because he can't say we treated him wrong. We treated him like a king. You know, he can't say the money wasn't right. We gave him another 50% of everything. You know what I mean? So everything was perfect for him to take it. But if you don't want it because you know what really happened in that fight, you're going to run. You ain't going to take it. And why are you going to say, oh, I don't have to fight him? We're not chasing no one. But at the end of the day, all the keys, I hold all the keys when it comes to America. At the end of the day, I know the real truth about what's going on and why Tyson Fury is still in the conversation. Now, if I decide to end this thing today, it will be done. And you know who will be crying? You know who will be hurting? It won't be Deontay Wilder. It will be him. You know what I mean? If I don't give him this opportunity again, him and his people stay close contact with us. It's for a reason they do that. Because if I change my mind, it's a wrap for him. You know, Fury. Nobody don't want to see no Tyson Fury fight. Tyson Fury is probably one of the boringest heavyweights that we have in here. You know, he got great boxing skill, but he. When people come and see heavyweight, they don't want to see 12-round fights. They don't want to see all that. They want to see knockouts at the end of the day. And that's all that matters. That's what they want to see with the big guys. And unfortunately, his style consistent. He want to show people that he can box and go rounds. That don't bring no excitement. So he gonna say all these crazy things. He gonna do. I don't expect less of these guys. I sit back and listen, and I'll be sitting back and enjoying them make a fool of themselves. You know, I see how much of a pain that it hurts them to see me in the situation that I'm in the place that I'm in. I'm at the top, baby. I'm running everything. No matter what people may see, trust me, I'm running it all. And I'm sitting back in my king seat on my throne, sitting back, observing and watching them and being prepared and ready for the next step. That's what we're doing. While these other guys, every time they see me, everything I touch, it goes viral. Everything I speak about, it mostly goes viral. And then look what happened. I walk it like I talk it, baby. I walk, and ain't no more exciting heavyweight than I, man. Ain't nobody can do it like I can do it. I'm getting love from everyone now, which is well deserved. You know, we still have a couple of people that's indecisive and they in their feelings and their mindset. But when the smoke clears, everybody gonna come around and say Deontay Wilder is the greatest. And I want my flowers now. I want my roses now. Don't do this shit, Wilder. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Give it to me now. Give me my word, my due respect now. Love me now, as I'm gonna love you as being the champ, because ain't nobody gonna stop me. Trust me.
D, I'm going to go out to our Patreon questions. Obviously, you know that's our loyal listeners. So we got Bo in Alabama says, do you plan to fight in Bama, Mercedes Stadium in Atlanta, or even Bridgestone Arena in Nashville within the next 2 years?
Yes. I can't say yes to all of them, but we're definitely working some things out, especially being at home. We got a new mayor here. I got to talk to him. We just supposed to have a meeting like a year ago, but the schedule is just so crazy. And
Atlanta, is it a he or a she? I thought it was never mind. You're talking about down in Alabama. I thought you meant Atlanta.
In Alabama right now. Yeah, Alabama. That he asked about Alabama, Atlanta. Atlanta. That's another home of mine. With I reside at as well. We're definitely getting something together with it. We're getting very close to trying to make something happen there. I think it's going to be great to have something there, get something established. So we see how they go. It takes a lot of work, man. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of things to be involved that's required to make fights happen in different states. You just can't, just go in and just have a fight. You got to have a lot of other things, to make it happen. But we're on the right page with that, because I definitely want to do one in Atlanta. And I think that'll, in the near future, it'll definitely be done for sure.
We got another one from Matt Garces in Texas. Border Wars participant says, do you plan on having a quick turnaround if the arm is good to go?
Yeah, we're looking to definitely go again pretty in the next few months. We're just getting everything together. I'm looking to be very active, to get as most as I can out of this year. I hate when it's one time or 2 times and stuff like that, because we don't do that on purpose. There's a lot of things, like I said, is required in getting fights done and making them happen. It just ain't just conversation. A lot of things got to get done, and definitely looking to turn around and do it again real soon. I mean, it's hot, man. The iron is hot. Why not keep going? We're on the goal right now. We're on a mission, and the mission has started, has begun, and y'all can expect more great things out of me. As y'all have always been witnessing greatness, and that's what I'm looking to bring each and every time.
Brandon in Cincinnati says, your buzz and momentum is crazy right now. At this point, how does a fight with Ortiz or Kovnacki benefit your career more than the undisputed fight with AJ?
I mean, every fighter brings something to the table. Yeah. Every fighter have something that they offer. Even if it's a rematch or something like that. And, you got to look at the heavyweight division. It's very small. We don't really have too many guys in the heavyweight division. And, it's some up-and-comers that's coming up. Some you may not never heard of. And, they probably 1 fight, 2 fights away, coming up on the scene, just like a lot of us has came up on the scene. And so with that being said, everybody brings something, whether it's marination for a potential fight or keeping busy for some, for others, everyone has their reasons. And that's what I tell people. You just have to be patient. I know what people want, and they're going to get that, especially from my end. You hear me? This is definitely going to happen. I mean, who else try to make the big fights happen besides I? I mean, I can't name none of them unless you're a contender trying to come up and prove yourself. But as far as already being at the top of the champion, man, I try to get the best fights possible. And I've been doing a great job thus far, and I'm going to continue to do so. I know some fights just going to take some time. It just is, man. Just imagine how I feel. Put yourself in my shoes. And that's what I tell the fans. Everyone has to put themselves in the fighter's shoes at times, and look at it from that aspect and not from just a fan point of view of I want it, because as a fan, at the end of the day, you really don't care about what's going on. You just want what you want at the end of the day. It's just like a kid wanting some candy at the store. I want what I want. I don't care how I get it. I don't care what comes behind it or whatever. I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to get punched in the face. I don't have to go home with a sore lip or with no money in my pocket or nothing like that. So as a fan, we just want to see it happening. And as a fighter, you look at all aspects of it. I always mention about, risking our lives in the ring. That's very important. And I don't think it's no money on earth that could substitute a life. So that's why, guys, we try to get the most money and try to do all this, because we know the fight's going to happen. It's just timing, and people just have to have patience.
If you could put a percentage on those 3 names, which one would be the highest percentage? Kovnacki, Ortiz, or Joshua?
What 3 names? Joshua's not happening this year, that's for sure.
All right, he gone. He out of there.
Yeah, Joshua's gone. With Fury and Kovnacki, with who you said?
Ortiz and Kovnacki.
Kovnacki and Kovnacki. I really don't know what's the percentage of both of them. I think they're 50-50 as far as the percentages. It just all depends on if that fight do take place. I guess areas, locations, to put someone. You know what I mean? So I don't know yet. It's a lot of things going on, man. It's a lot of great stuff, though. It's a lot of things going on in the heavyweight division, and everybody's trying to get a fight. It's crazy. So I don't really know what to expect yet. But then at the end of the day, this is boxing too, and it changed like the weather. So 1 minute you may have something said, and the next minute something else may open up. I say Joshua is out, I mean, I may have to rephrase myself and say, I mean, shit, we don't know for real, because something dramatically can happen, and it can be a dramatic change, and all of a sudden you got a Joshua Wilder fight at the end of the motherfucking year. I mean, shit, that is possible, or a Fury. You know what I mean? There's so many openings, there's so many avenues to go down, man. It's crazy, and but whatever happens, just know it's gonna be a great fight, especially when Deontay Wilder involved in it, and I always give the fans their money worth. That's for sure, you know. And again, I just say stay patient, guys. And I know this is an exciting time for the heavyweight division. I'm very excited myself, and I'm gonna get you. I promise, I'm gonna get y'all guys the fight that you want to see.
D, at one point, AJ said, you know, I'm not ready. I'm not gonna be rushed. You know, I only got 22 fights. Wilder has 30-something fights. At one point, you were saying, I want the fight now. I'll take a flat fee. Now you're telling us to be patient. You don't really sound like you want that fight next. What has changed for you that's making you not want Joshua as aggressively as you wanted him in 2018?
Well, you know, we got tired of the runaround. And now we made plans for ourselves. I ain't, you know, what do I look like going changing the plans? All of a sudden, he's saying that he won't. But that's just him. He ain't running his shit. Okay, that's just him saying he won't it now because you got a lot of people smoking him out. A lot of people on his head. He getting a lot of bad press for it. So of course, as a fighter, we want that heat all off of us. We want him to get it now. We want him to get it done. But I don't think his people want that, man. They say they do, but, I mean, deja vu. Trust me. Deja vu. And with us, man, we got something set in stone. We got a lot of stuff going on with me. You know, we ain't playing the fool no more, bro. We done that. We've been there. We done that. I aggressively tried to make that fight happen on multiple occasions, 5 different occasions, aggressively. Me and my team, day and night. Y'all don't know what to understand how it feels to be up day and night. You being over here in another time zone, and they in a whole another time zone. You trying to get you staying up, and we strategizing. We going over different things, just waiting on them to respond. All those gonna be, man. You know, sometimes we'll go to sleep 4 o'clock in the morning here. You know, waiting on response and stuff, and there's always something different. All right, we do this. Wait on response. Get the response. It's some other ridiculous shit going on, bro. It was a month of that, man. I don't know. You know. I'm very passionate. Everyone knows that.
You don't think that it's...
I'm very passionate about...
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to say, if you don't think it's going to be any different now that John Skipper's involved, because Shelley was on the show saying, and on Sky saying that he's still in communication with Skipper. And there's a rumor that you've been invited to the AJ fight. Any truth to that? That you've been invited to the AJ fight?
I mean, I'm going to get invited to a lot of things. You know, I haven't personally heard of that, but I won't sit here and say I haven't gotten invited. I'm gonna be invited to a lot of things, of course. But even with John Skipper, if that was the case of it's happening, when I had that meeting with them, it would have been a signed, sealed, delivered. Don't you think so?
Yeah, you're right about
that. But they already came with they already came with the games, bro. But you know, I'm grown, man. I got 7 kids, baby. I'm grown. They all taken care of. All wills, trust fund, everything. Their life is all they have to do is be kids and be great, be intelligent, and grow up and be somebody. That's what I done set for them. It's just gonna get better and better. You know, so I got grown situation over here. It ain't like I'm living with my mama trying to operate some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole grown man over here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no games with me. So don't play games with me like I'm a child. Don't do that to us. When we done already played those games, and then y'all come back, all right, we're going to have a meeting. Because we didn't have to have that meeting. You know I'm an energy person. I come in, we didn't have to have that meeting with them, period. But we did. And then they already came with the games. Again. Like, y'all, how many games y'all going to come with? And then you had to come back and apologize and say, all right, man, fuck, we no more. We ain't playing these shit no more. These guys too serious. We came in serious. We came in. You should have seen how we came in. We came in unexpectedly, like they ain't expect us to be so prepared, man. We ain't playing no games with nobody. I want people to know that when you hear the champ, you hear the realness, you hear the truth. don't have time to play games. I don't have the time to make myself seem like I'm better or seem like I'm sounding good. What I say is real. What I speak is truth. You know, or I wouldn't say it. This don't faze me. My life is perfect, bro. And if it ain't perfect, it's damn near close to it, bro. I got a great family. I got a great woman. I got a great looking family, great kids, man. Everything's laid out for them, man. Everything. I don't need to. So we ain't about the games. I want to get the fans what they want to see at the end of the day. And I want to get what I deserve at the end of the day as well. So once we start doing all this stuff and knocking guys out, America is back. They got their champ. They got an American champ, but it ain't nothing like American champ, bro. It ain't nothing like that. A strong American champ that people love. They still watching that video. They going up, man. Shit and got crazy around here. And that's how it's supposed to be. So why should I, ease up off the gas when so much positivity is coming from it? You know what I'm saying? Now y'all want me to get off the train, this rolling train, to get off and like, all right, let me do it for the 6th time again and try to make it happen. Nah, bruh. My glory train riding, baby. And if y'all riding with me, you better come the fuck on. Because there ain't going to be too many all aboard. We on the road, baby. And we ain't stopping until we get to where we trying to go. So let's go. Let's go. Forget the haters. Forget everybody else. We tried to. None of the bomb squad got nothing to worry about. We tried to. That's one thing we can say. We tried multiples of times, bruh. No matter what people are saying, all of a sudden, the British fans want, oh, he should fight. Why did he? No, but before, I wasn't worthy of fighting. I don't need this. I don't need that. I should do this. I should do that. But I've overcome and conquered all that. And look what y'all done created. See, what they didn't understand is that I've been getting negative garbage thrown at me ever since I was young. I've been told what I couldn't or wouldn't do ever since I was young. So me being able to prove people, that's what I do. That's my strong point. I'm like, okay, I'm going to show you. And now I'm here. I've proven. And I'm continuing to prove every time, whether I say something or whether I do something with my action, the world knows about it. You know what I'm saying? This is what they created. Don't test me, because I'm about it. And this is where we is now. But like I said, man, like all these other fights, it's going to happen. It just ain't happening when the fans want it to happen. You know, unfortunately. But I tried to give y'all that. I tried to give them while I was cheap. Now it ain't. The case is different now, man, and it just is. And if you fuck with me and you fuck with Wilder, you understand that. What's understood don't have to be explained. You know, we can't go one way and then they treat us bad, and then all of a sudden we got a kind heart, and then going to do what they say again, just for y'all hearts to get broken again. It got broken 5 times. What happened to the same? Fool me once, shame on me. You fool me twice, the same on you. Always fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Either way it go, wherever scenario you're looking at, bro. That's what that applies at. Now we on the glory train, baby. So we gonna ride it out. You with me? You gonna ride it? You gonna ride it? Cause it gonna happen. Them big fights gonna happen. Boy, it's gonna happen.
We're going to go back to the streets. We got Rockman Ingram says, in my opinion, the downfall of many fighters are yes men. For example, I think Adrian Broner, could be much better, but the people around him don't tell him the truth. Some of his friends argued that he beat Manny Pacquiao. You yourself said you gave your brother tough love. Have you ever been given tough love by Jay? I ask this because it seems odd that you had to go back to the basics so far into your career.
I don't have yes men around me at all. I don't operate with yes men. What can I do with a yes man? He a dead man to me. That's why my team's so strong. Me decide anything that I did, Deontay decided to do it. Going back to the base, I decided to do that. I'm the product. I'm the talent. And that's why I bet on myself. What other self-promoter you know have done what I've done? I do what I want to do because I can do that. I'm the talent. I run this. Any man on my team would tell you that. But they also give their point of view on things. they also get their insight on things. You know, some things we don't always agree on, but at the end of the day, we come together and agree on something before we leave any type of conversation, any type of table, any type of room, in exit any type of door. And that's the amazing thing about my team. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to Deontay Wilder, you never see no yes mans on here. It's all a family right here. This is all love. This is all family, good energy, positive speaking, positive believing. So with all that combined together, you only get nothing but positive results. And that's what we're about.
You got something, Mike? I got more. You know there's plenty.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Lawrence Steffen says, after a long back and forth with Eddie and AJ basically saying you were a nobody and you need more recognition, and then them giving you the runaround, and then them icing themselves out. How does it feel being the driving force of the heavyweight division?
Motherfucking amazing! I'm sorry, I got $1 billion view right here at the house, man, and I feel great. I had to release that, man. I wanted to hear my echo. I wanted to release my energy in a dynamic way. You know what I mean? And that's what came out. It feels fucking amazing. Like I said, I come from that era in time where people said that I should be doing this. I can't do this. I can't do that. You know, and I never knew why. You know, even still, I still have hatred come against me now, but I have so much love that tops the hatred. All my haters, I want to let you know, all my haters, trust me, the more you hate, the more the love grows. And that's how it is. Y'all done planted the seed. And I thank you guys. That's why I love the haters as well as my supporters. You know, my haters, you just build the foundation. You like the dirt. You soften up the dirt. And then, but my haters, we plant the seed and we put that miracle grow on that motherfucker and watch miracles happen. That's why we speak it. We believe it. Come on with me. Say it with me, choir. We're going to receive it. And that's what's been happening. So it feels amazing to the guy that gave me the run around like that. He gave us the extra boost that we needed. We're like, okay, we're going to show him. We're going to show him. But God don't make mistakes, man. And the universe is well alive. You better speak into it. You better get yours. You better claim what's yours right now. I keep telling y'all each and every time I speak and each and every time I talk, I keep telling y'all the secrets of life, the secrets of survival. So many things. Your words are very powerful, bruh. This ain't no reason why it's a reason why I speak with passion. It's a reason why I give it to you with so much energy, because I know certain things, man. Certain things we may not want to even believe, but I speak it. I receive it. I speak it. I believe it. What I say, and I receive it, man. And I give y'all the secrets of life. All you got to do is apply it. You got to apply it to life. That's the way you become wise, man. So it feel amazing, man. It feel amazing. And I know they probably kicking themselves in the ass, man. They're like, who is this guy? You know, I'm a different breed, bro. Every time somebody tests me to doing something, I can't do it. I show them. Each and every time. And if I don't do it, goddamn, I came damn near close to it. Damn near close to it. I'm a special. I'm one of the kind that don't come around. I only come around every so many decades, man. I'm one of my own. I'm one of one when it comes to Deontay Wilder. You probably never see no one original like me. You'll see a lot of people copy, but you'll never find one like me. That's why I say, give me my flowers now. When it comes to boxing, when it's all said and done, mark my words, I will be one of those iconic figures that when you say boxing, you're gonna remember. My name's gonna be the first name to come to your head. Boxing, Deontay Wilder. That motherfucker was a bad mamma jamma, boy. That boy knocked your ass out.
Speaking of that, all this week and probably last week, man, people have been linking you and Mike Tyson as probably being the two most devastating punchers in like heavyweight boxing. Some people saying that Mike is. Some people saying that you are. Me and that's pretty much agree with the latter. But in your opinion, and I probably know what you're going to say, but in your opinion, where do you rank on the all-time list of power punchers in the sport of boxing?
To be honest, Mike, my knowledge is not that high to really give you a list. because people only relate to, what they remember as far as, when I say that, as far as what was hot during that time. Mike did a lot of great things, but it wasn't the most spectacular thing we've seen. We've seen him in every fight that he had a big fight, that he lost. He ended up losing it. Although it was a great big fight, but he ended up losing the big fights. And I say that to say this, that you have a lot of guys that didn't have the recognition that Mike Tyson had coming up in their time and era. They probably was more dynamic puncher than the both of us combined. You hear the things of Sonny Liston. You hear my man Ernie Shavers. You know what I mean? I hear about Ernest, by the old heads, man. They talking about Ernest Shaver with that motherfucker. And you ever met Ernest Shaver, you see him as an old man. This nigga got hammers on his hands. Like, straight up. I see him every year. And I'm heavy-handed. My hand's heavy, but this motherfucker fist is dinosaurs. You feel me? And I can only imagine, what he was doing in his time. But, all these eras, man, I can't tell you. I can't say it's I can't say it's, during that time, they hyped Mike up to be it, but I done have, man, like you said, when you be around boxing, you be around some of the old heads and stuff, they tell you certain things. They tell you things that happened back in the day what nobody knows about a person. And, you know what I mean? But I'm not the one that spread gossip. You know what I mean? I don't name drop, I just hear a lot of stuff. I know a lot of stuff about a lot of fighters, about a lot of them past and present. You feel me? But, that's them. They allow me to be able to have an insight on my own life and be able to carry it and guide it in a certain way. But who knows, man? I'm just glad to be a candidate of it and be able to carry this sport like I'm carrying it, man, whether I'm the best that ever done it or, somebody else before me or whatever. Everybody going to have their particular fighter in heart that they love, and that's the thing about the world. Everybody ain't going to love that person the same way the next one does, and that's what makes the world go round. I'm not looking forward to everyone loving me because that's an impossible task,
One thing I do know
I'm going to do my best while I'm on earth.
One thing I do know is 42 opponents. All 42 had either touched the canvas or been knocked out. So there you go.
Come on now. Come on, speak the facts.
We got Michael in the
Women
UK.
lie, but numbers don't lie.
Michael in the UK says, great fight and great promotion, Wilder. Much respect. Why, Wilder, why won't you fight Dillian Whyte? Whyte is talking like he is the kingpin of boxing. There are rumors that you won't fight him for 2 years. And he keeps carrying on about your performances, and it's money in the fight, too.
I mean, first of all, I'd like to give Dillian Whyte a big, man, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Shit, you been advertising the shit out of me, Mike. Keep me alive, bro. Keep me surviving, bro. Keep me afloat in the water, bro. I'll never drown when I got haters like you around, bro. You like my life jacket in the water, bro. You keep me float, nigga. If they had you in the Titanic area, boy, everybody live, bro. Hey,
Yo, I said that on the show the other day, bro. I said that on the show. I said, bro, this dude Dillian Whyte reposts Wilder every day.
For real.
Verbatim.
Man, yo, I appreciate it too, man. Every time, I swear to God, I appreciate it. Like, this from my heart, White Dylan. From my heart, continue to advertise me and promote me, man. Because at the end of the day, you can holler and scream all you want, but you already know you could have been had me, bro. Like, it wasn't hard. You had many opportunities. You could have got your master and put you on that behind the contract with the Joshua when they was acting crazy. You could have fought Ortiz when you was when I told you to fight him. That I promise you I'll give you that shot if you fight him and beat him. But then they already mandated you to fight him. You opt out again. That was 3 different times. It probably one more at a time. I can think there's so much shit been going on with me and these people. It's crazy. But he had multiples of occasions to fight me, and now all of a sudden You want you just want to come straight to me without having to go through that. No, fight a killer. I gave you Ortiz. If he was such an old man, that was the better. Come on back, baby. That was the best chance to get him. Why, he's old? Won't you think so? If you beat him, you got me. He's old, right? Why didn't you take it? You got me. My word is my bond, baby. I ain't never been back on my word. We make that happen. That would have been easy. But you didn't want to fight old man Ortiz because you wasn't confident. You didn't want to fight him when they mandated y'all to fight him for the mandatory position. You made up excuses. We're gonna go sue. You want to be like a Brazil and go sue like a bee. We're gonna go sue. We're sick of this. We don't want to fight these killers. Although he's old, I don't want to go in there with that old ass man. He's Southpaw and he's Cuban and shit. He ain't got, he's fighting for his family. They don't want to fight people that fight for something else. Fighting for a proper cause, a proper reason. I don't get in that ring just think about myself. Forget all the fame and the fortune that comes behind it. I'm fighting for my family, bro. And when you got somebody to fight for, you ain't going home and looking at those phases to look at let me down phases. I ain't looking to let no one down. My babies count on me. I tell them at the end of the day, I'm going to knock them out because they said, Dad, my oldest said, Dad, I want you to knock him out, but I don't want you to get knocked out. I said, baby, don't worry. Daddy going to knock him out and he coming home.
But, D, honestly...
Oh, he had many times to fight me, man.
But honestly, I want that fight. I want you to shut this dude up. He's on his social media every day. Look at this clown. This is your champion. Look at this bum. Oh, I'll spark him out. Oh, Brazil doesn't belong there. I mean, and look at how everybody is all on your side because you knocked out Brazil faster than AJ. So you could just do it again.
Look, Ned, you just brought up another one. This is another one. We tried to get him. I told him to sign with Al. He came over here. That's why he was coming over here to check out the scenery. This man was like, right, he doing all that woofing and hollering, bro. Because they know when you get around real niggas, you don't really do that shit because I'm a real one, bro. I'm with that. This nigga came all the way over here in the same room as that motherfucker was quiet like a mouse. The 3 blind fucking mouth. I ain't know that dude was up in the room. But you woofing all 1,000 fucking miles away. When you in the room with me, you could have made a fight then. You in the fucking room with me, and I ain't even hear you over there in the corner. They said you in the fucking corner, balled up and shit. Don't want to say a goddamn word. But you want to go thousands of miles away over there across the pond in your safe haven, and then want to advertise? Keep advertising me, nigga. You had an opportunity. You could have signed with the PBC boys, boy. That would have been an easy fight. You had so many opportunities, bruh. I'm just tired of these crybabies, man. I ain't finna sit back here and give everybody a bottle. I'm trying to give them the leeway to me. They don't even want to take it. Then you get fans, then everybody, I want to see it. But shit, who fault is it? Who y'all want to blame? I know it got to be somebody to blame. But shit, goddamn, it ain't always got to be me, the chocolate brother. Don't always blame me. I give these guys opportunities. He had, how many times that was? 4 or 5? He could have easily did the Ortiz fight or easily signed with us. That was one fight deal, bro. That's all you had to do. But you didn't want to do that. You flee back to your country, and the next thing you got on and start advertising me. You come over here, don't say shit. But then you get back over there advertising, because these niggas know who the realest one in the industry. I don't play no games, bro.
So hold on, just to be clear, because I heard you say something. Just to be clear, you said sign the PBC for a 1-fight deal.
I said you could have. You could have signed for a 1-fight deal. Okay. You know, it was shit. If you wanted to fight, what he coming over here for? That's what he was coming over here for.
And you also said something. I just want to double back. I want to double back on something else you said. You said he could have had this fight plenty of times. He could have told his master, put him on the contract when they tried to get the AJ fight. So I just want to know if you said those master comments because of the Barry Hearn comments where he was next to Barry Hearn.
Man, hey, Barry Hearn just he giving confirmation. He clarifying what's the family, the mindset of the family. everything I've been saying, man, is just coming out now. It's just coming to everything I said come to pass at some point in time, man. That's why patience come with time. They both equals together. Patience and time. Time and patience. Either which way up order that you want to put it in. It evens itself. It's a balance, bruh. Without patience, you ain't gonna get the good thing that come to you with time. Without the time, you can't. How can you know how much patience that you can hold in? How much patience can you have to wait on something till we just, I can't. It's itching me. I can't. Man, I'm sick of this shit right now. And you know when people get sick of some shit, boy, they ready to tear some shit up, cause they sick and tired, being sick and tired. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was. That was we betted on myself and took my career in my own hand. We got sick and tired. You know, this is the things, man. Everybody, all these guys, man. I appreciate them continue to make my name even bigger. Just continue to do that. But at the end of the day, when I go home, and they go home, and when I look in the mirror, and they look in the mirror, I can look in the mirror and say, "You are the champ. You do everything. You treat people right. You try to get these fighters to money in their pocket to fight you. You try to bless them with these opportunities. And when they go home and look in the mirror, they say, I was a coward. I said all this shit, and I got to keep saying something. They got to come up with the new material each and every time. Jostle them. Fury them. Why? They got to continue to keep coming up with new material while I'm just walking like the man when I walk through. I'm just cruising, my nigga. I'm cruising. That's all I'm doing. I ain't got to make up nothing. I ain't got to pretend to be like someone that I'm not. I'm free. Like Whoopi Goldberg, I'm free. I may be black. I may be ugly. But I'm free. God damn it. I'm free. And I ain't got to pretend to be nobody else but myself. That's why they hate me. I control everything. I'm running it. And I ain't got to pretend like it. I ain't got to sell my soul for that. I ain't got to answer to nobody but myself. And that's why they hate me. But continue on, baby. I love it.
Okay, I thought Mike had something. I'm going to go back to the streets. Cut me off at any time that is too long. We got Mastermind, Castle Hill Gill. He says, hood salute to the baddest man on the planet. D, tell me you coming out to MSG next weekend. Are you going to show up and put the pressure on this UK heavyweight champion imposter? Please do so. I ask on behalf of all of your fans. Thanks, champ.
Yeah, we got some things going on. We're gonna try to see. We're gonna, if I can make it, I'm gonna try to get out there. I'm gonna see what's up again. Like, here go me again. People asking me to do something again. I came to one of his fights, and I'd attempt to come to another one of his fights, but they didn't want to let me in the ring. Now people asking me to come to a third one when this nigga ain't came to not one of mine, and now just right here in Miami looking. Bro, come on, man. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Go on swing
by
Border Wars,
you know what I'm saying?
Friday.
Why you know what I'm saying? Why I always got to take the steps, man? Why I got to always put forth the effort, man? This wasn't there for this man to come over there.
Because you the real champ.
To Miami. To New York.
You got to make it happen because you the real champ.
Man.
And sometimes, bro, people just ain't built like you built, you know what I'm saying? People, God give people all these tough tasks because he know he can handle it. Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he built like that, man.
You taking sides, Mike.
I'm just saying, bro. Like you said, he hasn't been to like any of his fights in the office been there. Nah. But y'all want him to go to like 3 of them now?
For real.
It's true. At least you went to one. Let's get to the next question.
It's real talk.
The next question is, Rodney says, dream schedule that would place you in a rare air and Ali and Joe Louis-like schedule.
Oh, come downstairs.
He says, AJ in November 2019, you KO him by 6. Fury, April 2020, you KO him in 8. AJ rematch 2020, October, you KO him in 9. White in March of 2021, you KO him in 3. And he feels that dream schedule places you with the likes of Ali and Joe Louis. Do you agree?
What are you basing it off of? First, I came in late because I was distracted. I didn't hear the first part.
He's just basing it off. He's just basing it off. He's just basing it off you taking those fights in that order. Nothing else. Nothing more.
Oh, so that's like a fantasy schedule.
Dream schedule.
Type. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that Joshua shit gonna happen. I know anything is possible, but man, I'm just like I said, I'm listening through the loops, man, and I'm telling y'all right now, Joshua may want it at this point in time, like I said, because of the heat on him, you know. But I don't think old Eddie wants it, man. I don't, you know. Yeah, Eddie can say all that stuff, man.
If you say you listening through the loops and stuff like that, I mean, you know, the streets are saying that you got 3 fights lined up, so you know, it's kind of the same way. In that case, good for me and bad for them. Shit, how many fights they got lined up? They want to line up with you,
Tim. How many? But yeah, all of a sudden you want to line up with me now. This is now. So now I gotta be the one.
But you know why though, right? You know why? Like the tables turn. Why? Your name is hot. The fight makes sense to them now.
Nah, they was on their. They thought they was the peoples until they came over here. Yeah, he was a big fish in a small pond over there, but this is a different environment over here. That's what they thought. They thought they was going to be able to rule the world, Pinky in the Brain style, but that wasn't the case, man. And that's what it's all about. Of course, everybody got their egos, but I'm one man. I can only do so many things, so many times, bro. Like that shit, y'all don't understand how that feels. At the end of the day, I'm still human. Although when I get up in that ring, I turn into something else. You know, and when that time comes, I will transform.
But you know what, though, D? You know what I noticed? Your best performances are when they get you upset. When Stavern upset you, you went out there with the jab and you pounded him out. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Brazil. He upset you. Same thing with Stavern the second time. He upset you. Fury, you get him the second time, you're upset. I feel like you're more focused. When someone gets and with all this animosity that you got with AJ and Eddie, you gonna come in there upset. We gonna get another first round knockout or that type of performance, because that's how you. It seems like that's how you perform. When they get under your skin, that's when the monster really comes out, in my opinion.
Almost definitely. When I got a personal vendetta against you, it's a wrap. It's over. I want to touch you myself. I want to put my hands on you myself. No homo. You know, this is going down, of course. You know, but like I said, Joshua don't run his stuff, bro. Joshua can warn and say something, but he signed with Matchroom as well, and they have a say so of what he do. That's what I'm trying to say. They have a say so. If he want it and they don't want it, then it's not gonna happen. And that's how it is. Like, you know, just like I said, I think he wants it now. I mean, shit. I think he wants it. You know, but I know for sure that Matchroom don't want it. No matter what Eddie's saying, they plays a part in it too, because he can't just go off. You can't just go off and just make a fight. He gonna get sued. You know what I mean? He just can't do it by himself, and this is the situation that he's got himself into. You know, he don't be in the talent. He don't be in the fighter. You know, wanting to do something. Hey, I want to risk my life. This ain't y'all life. I want to do this. And they sitting up there saying, no. That's our body too. That's our life too. You die, we all die. You know, and just putting that in, man. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot that people don't understand. Like, this man may want to fight, but they gotta all be in agreement.
Nah, we understand, man. We understand there's a lot of moving parts. We got Mile High says, you had an amazing performance against Brazil. America is proud to have such a vicious heavyweight champion. Thank you for all that you do and sacrifice for our entertainment. if and when you do fight Joshua, does the fight have to be in the U.S. or England? Wouldn't it be more exciting if it was in a completely different country to ensure your fight destination is neutral? If you did fight in a different country, where would you like that fight to take place? Man, we talk about that all the time. Where would you like to go?
Oh, for real. Man, first of all, I appreciate him on the kind words, man. I appreciate you and guys like you allow me to stay focused and stay motivated to do what I do. You know what I mean? Although I motivate a lot of people, but, you know, you guys motivate me with your words as well. You know, it keeps me going. So first of all, I appreciate that. And yeah, man, I would love to have a neutral playing ground, you know. That'll be amazing. You know, let's do this shit in Rome at the Gladiator Stadium or something, you know. But I would love to do it in Rome, though. I don't think it's a heavyweight title fight ever been in Rome. You know, I've been looking at a lot of Coliseum things and the different Colossos and gladiators and shit like that, man. I was like, man, that's really a dream fight of mine to have a fight in Rome. You know, somewhere close by the Coliseum or somewhere. But at the end of the day, I would love a neutral playing ground. You know what I mean? And we'll see how it goes. But you know how that is. It's a lot. I mean, we can't just pick a location and it happens like that. It's a lot of requirement that is required in making fights in different locations and stuff, and having the resources and you know, money plays a big volume in a lot of this stuff. You know, and getting license and all that stuff, man. It's a lot. It is a lot, guys, man. Man, just stay fans. I tell you, just stay fucking fan. That's easier. You know, let that be pick your brain on. When you get on the business side and all the stuff that require you gotta go through, man, it'll pull your damn hair up. You know what I mean? You'll come in that thing with a full head of hair and come out that big ball wearing a cap, and you won't want to take it off. I'm learning. I'm still learning. And I tell you, man, it'll have you up all day and night trying to figure it out and try to get it right. When you figure it out one way, you find out there's 3 more other ways that it can be done. I'm like, God damn, it's another loophole in there. Like, it's crazy. Boxing is no other sport like it. I tell you, it's nothing else like boxing, man. That's why you get the most money out of boxing. It generates the most money. You know, motherfucker can make $1 billion in one fight with the right resources, with the right connections, with the right support. Man, it's crazy. But man, I like that question, and we'll see what happens though, man. We'll see what happens with that. I would love a neutral ground to fight on, just to set history. You know what I mean? And then shit, once I beat him, we can come back to America here, and I beat his ass in America. Then shit, the third time he's been in the UK, man.
We got another one from Carlito in the UK. He says, I'm from London, and I'm a listener of TBV. I have to endure Ness and Mike side with you on everything. They are both good at winding up the UK fans, but it's all love, really. So being a bit mischievous, I have to ask, do you feel some type of way because Ness and Mike don't come to your fights? They weren't at the Brazil or the Fury fight, but they went to Texas to watch Spence and Mikey? Put it on them. They should be supporting you. First of all, that's all misinformation. We were at the Wilder Fury, but what we decide is not to go to the actual fight because we rather be here for the listeners and do the immediate reaction show and live fight chat because your fight is that important. People want us here to be able to, as soon as you knock out Brazil, be able to call in and say XYZ. So we go to fight week, we go to the weigh-in, but we have to be at a remote location where we have good enough internet.
I was going to say the reason we went to Canelo and Garcia and Spence is because the internet was bad at the hotel or B&B.
And for Canelo, you know, they hire us, so they provide us, you know, Ethernet cable, so we're at the fight with their internet. So it's different. But are you mad that we don't show up, Wilder? He wants an answer.
No, I'm not mad, man. I know y'all guys working. Y'all got to do what y'all got to do. I mean, you got to put food on the table, and you got to pay child support, man. I ain't finna step in neither of those things, man.
See, the real champ. I'm telling you, man. He even knows this child support out there, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, we got Ruin the 504. He says, without giving away too many secrets, does your approach to training camp focus on refining your in-ring skills or game planning for the upcoming opponent, or both?
It's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things, attributes that I have that I don't display because, you know, I challenge myself in the ring. I know I'm the baddest man on the planet, man. And for me to clarify that for myself, I challenge myself, man. I do a lot. Like I said, I'm going to come out with a book, and I'm going to tell all the things, the do's and don'ts that they say don't do, and I did, you know, just to break the myth, just to see if it's real. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of shit, you know what I mean? And I just go in there. I try to challenge myself. So, you know, so in the ring or even in practice, man, I got a lot of things that I can do, man. Boxing, that's nothing. Boxing is only a formula or a format to stay in discipline. If you can stay disciplined and learn what you need to do in boxing, you can stay disciplined in the ring, then you'll box. You'll be able to box. That's the thing about it, not being able to stay disciplined, because once you break that discipline, then you go back to bad habits, you know. And I like to challenge myself because I know I'm a special fighter, and I know I can get away with a lot of things, and I do. But, you know, when I stay focused and do what I got to do, man, there ain't no breaking that. I'm a killer. When I'm focused, super focused, I'm even more dangerous than I am when I'm just me, every day just going in the ring, just trying to knock you out. I become way more dangerous, you know. And as you can see, you've seen it Saturday night. I was super focused, so prepared, and ready to go. Nothing that man could have done. I don't think there's no man that could have been in that ring that night that I wouldn't have knocked out in that devastating fashion. None of them. You know,
do you remember the first time getting in the ring, and for a person that is about to get in the ring for the first time, what kind of advice would you give them?
Say that again, Mike.
Do you remember your first time getting in the ring, and for a person whose first time is about to come up getting in the ring, what kind of advice would you give them?
Mike getting nervous for that fight.
Yes,
I'm just asking
this question. Hey, champ, he been asking everybody this question as his fight been getting closer.
Mike. Oh, Mike. No, for anybody, whether it's Mike or anybody, man, I do remember my first fight, whether it was professional or amateur, and my professional fight, man. My very first professional fight, and this is gonna be in the book, but I'm gonna give a little secret though. My first ever professional fight, and don't do this. This is the don'ts that you don't do, okay? But I had my first fight in Tennessee under the Corey Spinks and Jermaine Taylor card. It was promoted by Lou DiBella, and 2 hours before the fight, I ended up having fucking sex, man. And I was going crowd like, oh shit, you don't put the ass. Like, I got horny, my nigga. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, it's like I needed the release and shit. And I feel like if I do it slow, then it won't. Then it won't burn so much energy. If I did it fast,
I do it slow, what the fuck?
Because you ain't burning that much energy, bro. Yo, you ain't burning too much in here. But, you know, everybody got their different methods and shit. You know, it's just like with man, I ain't going to go too deep in it, but I ended up doing that. But 2 hours for the fight, I had to fight. It actually gave me, like, crazy energy, man, to be honest. It was crazy. You know, and I got I think it was first round or second round knockout, I can't remember. You know, but
so you saying the key is to have sex?
Starting out, huh?
So you saying the key is to have sex, right? That's the biggest thing that I took from it.
Nah, he definitely said don't do that.
It's a joke.
Don't do it. Yeah, I was just going about my fight. But you know, when you finna get ready to have a fight, one thing you want to be relaxed. You want to be calm, cool, and collective. You know, you want to be able to allow your mind to be clear, not foggy, but clear, so you can be able to take in everything that you trained for. You know, you want to apply everything that you worked so hard for, the preparation, whether it was 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months, you know what I mean, whatever the time frame for that fight, you want to be able to have a clear mind and receive everything in it, whether it become a muscle memory. And then when the week of the fight or when the fight is about to happen, you want to mostly be to yourself. You don't want to engage in too many conversations. You don't want to waste your energy and time on things you don't need to waste, energy on. You want to have all that energy and be able to release it the night of the fight. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I release all my energy, although I had to promote and advertise and stuff. When that's over with, I'm in my room. I'm getting myself back together. I'm eating. I'm getting my mind right. I do a lot of meditation and get myself. So when it's time to release all the energy I need to build, that's been building up, I release it. And last but not least, make sure you have a great team around you. A great team could be the end all, be all for you. Be all in all for your career. To have a great team. Somebody already talked about yes men. You definitely don't want no yes men because a yes man can be a danger factor to you, as well. And, boxing is a snake game. I don't know if it's amateur or professional, but it goes for the same. And you just follow those 3 steps, you'll be all right, man.
We got one from Killer Kells in New York. He says, do you think Eddie Hearn regrets the day he sarcastically told you to build your profile?
Man, he having nightmares. Not only just regrets, but he having nightmares. The sex is probably the same with his wife, because he's thinking about another man. And that's just bottom line. I know he regrets it. He regrets a lot of things that they did, and he regrets a lot of things that they said. Just like Josh was saying, give me $50 million, trying to be bold and brave. Give me $50 million, and I'll take the fight tomorrow. They regret that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different things, though, but, new time and era, baby. And,
all right. We got Patty Pitbull says, Deontay, after you beat AJ and become undisputed at heavyweight, do you still plan on moving down to cruiserweight to unify the division, or has AJ and Matchroom ducking you for so long spoiled your plans? Peace.
Once I unify everything, I'm going to defend the title for a couple of more years. After defending it, and then I'm probably gonna retire and live my ultimate best life. You know what I mean? And that's how it's gonna go. Because if I go down to cruiserweight, I always gonna take it that one fight. I'm already gonna have no guys who want to fight me, and they're gonna have that one fight. Somebody gonna be brave and go, I'll fight him. I don't care how much you can punch. All I gotta do is avoid that fight here. That's all he is, a one-trick pony. And then he get his ass in there and get knocked up and have the spirit get hit out of him. But that bitch don't come back. And then that's it. And then that's it for the cruiserweight division. If anybody gonna go from this earth, shit, put me in the cruiserweight division, let me hit one of them little. It's a wrap for real. I'm already knocking these 250s and 60s. You know what I mean? And I can already tell now. So I don't. But we'll see, man. Like I said, boxing is so exciting and fun. One minute we want to do one thing, next minute we do another. But I know for sure, once I unify and I defend, for a few years, I'm out of here.
Can we expect you
to give me my roses now? Give me my roses now. Love me now, because I ain't planning on being here long, man. When I'm out, and I ain't gonna have to come back. I keep telling y'all that. So love y'all champ now, especially America. Love your champion right now. Y'all got a bad motherfucker over here. That's hands down. Knocking the soul out of people.
Can we expect you to consistently come in the ring around 223, 225, or are you looking to add more weight or slim down a little bit?
I feel good at this weight, but my goal is like 230. The highest I've ever came in my career, it was 232, and I think right now the attention is on my weight. From the Fury fight, because it was a lot of people, came into boxing during that, me having this effect that I had with the Hearn and the build-up with the Ortiz, and then finally building up with the Fury fight. Everybody was attentive, of who Deontay Wilder was out of the Hearn situation, because shit was just crazy. Even with the Hearn was going viral. Like, it was just a lot of people like, man, let me see who this dude is for real. And then so when the LA gear came about, it was a no-brainer. Then I wasn't fighting against no other sports or nothing like that, and it was perfect, to have it there and have all the stars come out, and now it is what it is now, and everybody alert about what's going on, and shit, I just been building, and here I am now, man. And it's been amazing, it's been remarkable, man. Man, I'm going all around. What you had said, man? I'm trying to go out dance around because I had forgot what you said.
Yo, we're going to get to the next question. We're going to go, it's from
Boxingvoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that bitch.
Oh, H Money said, champ, when you coming home to the zone, champ? Come home to the zone. That's from H Money.
It's money to shit. Better watching your bitch. Hey.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta love H Money, man. He really brings the energy and stuff, man. But I'll probably never come to the zone, man. I don't know what happened. As far as like a long-term contract or whatever, we'll see with the AJ thing. Well, I don't want people to get, you have so many people that mindset is just so different. When I say that, like, I mean, if we get a deal with them to fight Joshua, it's not going to be, of course, it ain't going to be no long, drawn-out contract and shit. It's just going to be probably specifically for that fight, you know what I mean? But as far as it's coming on board, being a part of this stable and stuff like that, I don't see that happening. You know what I mean? They have to really, really come with it. Because like I said, I like to be free. I like to be me. I don't have to fake. I'm just D, you know what I'm saying? I'm just me. And that's very important to me to know who I am, what I stand for, what I represent. And
all right, we're going to try and speed these up for you. I know you've been on forever. Tracy says, can you please go to Dillian White fight? Let him challenge you, then break his chin.
I mean, that fight going to happen. The Dillian White fight is going to come, too. If he keep winning, it ain't going to be no way around it, That's what he ain't understanding. I know all these guys want their opportunity. Everybody want to fight the champs, get the belts, because they feel like they got the juice now, And, but if he keep winning, it's going to happen. Man, I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And when it does happen, he's going to be like a dominant Brazil. Be careful what you ask for, young man. You just might get it. You know me. You just never know. Be careful what you ask for. That's all I'm going to leave it as. Be careful what you ask for.
Deej in the UK says, I've been calling the US versus UK boxing fan rivalry fake news. That isn't speaking on behalf of boxers. As you're a fighter who is often pinned to these narratives despite never speaking on the UK, could you do so now? Do you think the UK fans love you? Do you love or hate them?
Oh man, I got massive fans in the UK, bro. Don't get it twisted. I mean, I don't want nobody to get that twisted, man. I love all my UK fans. You support me, I love you. You know what I mean? That's how it is. Every time I go to the UK, man, I get nothing but love. I don't have no hate. I don't even hear no hatred blurs out. You know what I mean? It's all bomb squad and Deontay Wilder. All everywhere. You know what I mean? From the point they running me down to my hotel and to the building of my hotel and everything. Like I always get a lot of love. I got a lot of connections back in the UK. I have family there. You know what I mean? They keep me up to date with everything. I talk to a lot of people back in the UK, and the real ones let me know what's going on. You know what I mean? They tell me all the time that I got a huge fan base over here. Despite of what's going on, what people say, they tell me not to listen to that bullshit because that ain't truth. They tell me I got a massive fan base, and I believe them. You know, and also what makes me believe it, I get they write me all the time. I get a lot of people, and I understand how. That's why I know that when you in one country, if one narrative moves, everybody is with that one narrative, no matter what they're right or wrong. That's why I say don't be a fool. If you're gonna be a fool for yourself and not with no one else. And that's the thing about it. Like, well, this is, you know, this is my countrymen, and we roll with our countrymen no matter what, till the wheels fall off. Hurrah! You know what I mean? And I understand that. But at the end of the day, man, I got a lot of love for the UK, and the UK got a lot of love for me. And that's bottom line. And I don't see that changing no time soon. In fact, it only is going to get better and better and better to the point where we're going to flood all that negative out of the haters over there in the UK, and we're going to put some positivity, you know, up on them. And, you know, they're going to be a part of the bomb squad. You know how they do. They flip-flop a lot anyway. You know what I mean? But I love my UK fans, man. And that's that, baby.
We got Info Joe in California says, what's up, the king of Wakanda, Bomb Squad Wilder? Out of all your knockouts, which one excited you the most? And can you say it ain't no show without Info Joe? Bomb Squad!
Ain't no show without Info Joe, baby. I have to go with I think the Arthur Spilker knockout is still my favorite out of all of them because, man, that dude died for 3 to 5 seconds, man. It was like a movie, like Rocky when Adrian came. Adrian, he was looking for him, and man, his girlfriend came up to. Oh God! It was like a movie. I swear, I was playing that shit in my head when she walked up and she was so cute, crying and reaching out to Arthur. Arthur! And then Arthur, all of a sudden, his eyes started shaking. He started getting a little vibration in his hands, and you can see his feet tingling, and his eyes all of a sudden looked up, and there she was. She was just sitting there, you know, Arthur, okay, ma'am, he's okay, ma'am. He's okay. And then they started putting the brace on his neck, and they just carried him off to the hospital, and that man got out the hospital with a gown on. This man got out the house still with a gown on and came in the hotel room and said, Deontay Wilder, he can't punch. He didn't knock me out. And that was hilarious. But I think that's my favorite knockout to this day.
All right. We got Ivan Diaz. Love from Wichita, Kansas. Man, I'm a huge fan. And TBV been putting on for you from the jump. Anyways, I just wanted to ask, what were you fishing for in one of those all access? I saw from, I think maybe the Fury fight. I'm a big time bass fishing guy and got curious when I saw that. Keep motivating and inspiring, King.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, brother. And we were definitely fishing for bass. I didn't catch none, unfortunately, man. My fishing skill, I got to get that shit back up, man. That's survival right there. I love keeping my survival skills handy and dandy. You know, I'm a country boy, too. You know, don't get me wrong. I was just rusty on that day. You know, if I had to get out there, I can catch me about 20 of them on a good day. You know, especially this good hot day. But, yeah, it was a lot of bass out there. I think we got some trout out there as well. You know, they do a lot of big fishing out here. They do a lot of tournaments out here on the lake as well. So I got $1 billion view, actually, of the whole scenery. I like to come out here sometimes just looking at it and meditating out here and just, looking on the water, see the sailboats and all that, and see sometime in the morning all the fishermen, they're alongside the banks getting all the fish. They let me know where all of them is and stuff. So when I get ready to go, I'm like, yeah, man, you got to hit you. I got a bed full of basses down by my dock and by the, around that area, the shallow water area over there. So, yeah, man, some bass out here. So you ever in Alabama, man, let us know. Come out here and catch some or something.
Jordan Baker with a statement. How do you feel about people? Actually, it is a question, I guess. How do you feel about people saying you were offered $100 million to fight Joshua when it really was $40 million? You offered him $50 million for one fight, another $30 million for the rematch that him and Eddie Germ turned down. Maybe Showtime should offer Joshua $150 million for 4 or 5 fights so they can say he turned down $150 million to fight you.
Man, he already turned down 50, real money, you know. So, I mean, but man, I'm glad that let me know that it got a lot of fans out here that they can't be fooled, man. They see right through, the wolf, the sheep clothing. You know, they're wolves in sheep clothing. They see right through it. You know, everything that's been going on. It's kind of refreshing that I don't have to really say everything, because people see it, man. There's a lot of intelligent people out here, and I know it's a lot of dummies for boxing, but there's a lot of them that understand, especially through this cycle that we've been through the heavyweight division. It actually has been a class. Been teaching a lot of people, about certain things or whatever. So, man, what can I say, man? I can't do nothing but repeat the same old shit. The fight's gonna happen. You just got to be patient, man, because it's been it's been crazy. I can put it like this, but it's been a great experience for me in my career to be able to go through these things. So once I become a strong force in the promotion side of things, man, I know how to handle all these things. I want the experience like Shelly has and the experience like Al has. Because together they combine over 60-some years in boxing, man, and that's a hell of a lot of years. I'm with the right guys to mold me and allow me to understand a lot of things, and and they keep me calm when I don't understand or I get frustrated about a lot of stuff that's in boxing, man. They allow to calm me down and talk to me or whatever. Al come and see me all the time. Shelly sees me and talk to me all the time, so I'm really well connected with those guys, and they keep me on some solid ground.
7 in Richmond, California says, "What's good, champ? My nephew Lil Joey is back on the bandwagon. My question is, how is your daughter doing with her spina bifida condition? And also, I'm a dope artist from Richmond, California. Can you give me a shout out? My stage name is 7. As always, much love and blessings, champ."
Hey, from now on, y'all guys go catch 7 out with his greatness. He's applying his service to us, so let's go support the brother. And I appreciate you, man. My daughter is doing very well. She's doing amazing. Actually, she's 14 years old. She's in high school. She's one of the most popular girls in the school, and she's having a great time, man. And due to the fans, I appreciate you guys, man. My daughter keep up with everything. She's the one that tells me, "Dad, I don't want you to get knocked out, but I want you to knock them out, okay?" And I said, I look her in the eyes just like I did when she was 1 year old, and I told her Dad'd be a world champion, be able to support her beyond her belief. I tell her, to this day, I look her in the eyes and I say, "Baby, okay, just remember, Daddy coming home." She said, "Okay," and give her a kiss, and that's be it, man. She be out and I be out. So, but appreciate you, brother.
Jemmy in Jersey says, "Hello, Mr. Wilder, a.k.a. the Soul Snatcher. Yo, your gold Desert Eagle is fire on some cartel shit. And I seen you also have the M72 rocket launcher. Badass. I shot a 50 cal rifle mounted on a tripod or a vehicle, so I know how powerful the caliber can be. That's why I started laughing when you told the reporter you put the gun down for a week after you shot it. Before you started messing with it because of its power. Next time, invite TBV to the range. I would like to see you shoot your Desert Eagle. With Memorial Day coming up, you can please give a shout out to all the war heroes who didn't come home. Thank you."
Most definitely. I appreciate all the war heroes, man. I appreciate the ones that's active now. I thank you guys for your service. All that's listening, that's from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And, yeah, man, that Desert Eagle, I'm a gun collector for one. I got license to carry, all these different types of guns that I have. So it's nothing illegal that I'm doing. I don't illegally have them. Everything's on paper. Like I said, I have my license for a lot of different things that I have. I'm a gun carrier. I'm a gun owner. I love guns. I mean, I've been fascinated by them since I was young. I remember having my first gun. I had like a what I had. I had like a it was a high point, but it was I think it was a what the high point was. The Glock. Yeah, the Glock 40. I had a 40 high point. It was a little plastic handle on it and stuff, but it had nice iron on it. And when you cock it back, you can hear that. And I used to just reload and cock it just to take the bullet out of the chamber, just to reload the clip back up and snap that bitch. And then I'd be like, woo! Because you can feel the intensity and the power that you're creating when you load that clip, slap it up in there, and you cock it back, and you see the handle just ready to go. It was like it's so much power, and I got fascinated because this little thing that's in my hand have so much power that it can do dangerous things, and I was fascinated by that, but I also was fascinated by the art of how it works and being able to hit a target. I'm big on survival skills and learning a trait, like we was talking about fishing. That's a trait to learn survival skills, and having guns allow me to be able to go to the range, and it's a stress reliever as well too. Be able to be out there because you have to focus on your target. You got to be able to line it up and know how to adjust your scopes, and different things like that. I enjoy that. Even breaking it down, cleaning them. Like I enjoy breaking it down, the science of that and cleaning it. That's what Chris, my guy Chris, Chris, my personal assistant, he's also my bodyguard as well. But Chris is top of his class. He was all SWAT team. He was sheriff out here. He does it all, man. He used to go to classes. He got a class he's about to get ready to head to, and he's going to be up there. How many days you going to be up there? 3 days, man. They're teaching some special ops stuff, and he'll be up. So Chris, you see Chris with me, he a bad man. He a bad man. He good with that. He was the top of his class when it comes to shooting, like all types of guns. So, we good people, but he the man. What I mean? He's dangerous with that gunpowder. Gunfire, that
tell Chris we said what's up.
Fire, all that shit. They said, "What up, Chris?" But yeah, man, that's why I have them, and I enjoy it. Give me some sanity, some peace. I'm a country boy. I like to be amongst nature and everything that nature brings. Especially with survival skills. So I'm big into survival. I remember when Survival came out, the show. I was big on it, and they had another show come out, Lost. You remember Lost?
Hell yeah, my favorite show, Brother Allen.
Hell yeah.
Damn right.
Man, I used to watch. I watched every fucking episode of that because of the survival skills and stuff they had to do and different things like that. It was fascinating because of my mindset go back to there. But man, shout out to all the gun lovers out there, man. I know a lot of people get scared of guns and they see a lot of things on them, but like they always say, gun don't kill people. People with guns do. And, but shout out to the gun lovers out there.
We got one more from
Alabama.
Okay.
Javier in Alabama says, Champ, I'm from Alabama, so I'm always supporting. But how many of us have to say we don't want to see Ortiz, we want to see the AJ fight, for you to be the people's champ and make the fight happen? Ortiz looks like he hasn't even been training. Give us the AJ fight next for the boxing world. But you've already answered that. We're gonna keep it moving. We ain't gonna put you through that because we want to get through these. You've been beyond great, man. I just want to thank you. If you gotta be out, don't worry about it. We got the Serpent's Den 420 says, hey champ, was just curious if you would ever be interested in the future being in a new boxing game.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. There's been a lot of talks about that. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of talk about that, 2 years ago, actually. And it's still the talks. I think it's going to be a game that come out. because boxing is so hot, it's lit right now, and it's so exciting for a lot of people around the world. And I remember going into a video game stop not too long ago, and of course I was buying it's an old game, but I don't know how old it came. Days Gone. That's on the PlayStation 4. It's a pretty damn dope game though. When I play games, I plays it when I put it down. I'm one of those type of people that I put it down for a long time. But when I do plays them, it's always a great thing. And I was going in there to get that game because I said I wanted it, because I got a Xbox One and a PS4. And when I walked in there by McLean, that was the first thing we was talking, man, when are we going to have a boxing game, man? We need a game and, all this. So, I hear that a lot. And I think something's going to get developed. It's one of those things that's going to take a little time as well. And, I don't see why not. The division is so lit. Like, it's crazy right now, man. It's so crazy. So, I expect game 2 come out, soon or in the near future.
R&V in New Orleans says, question from Mr. R&V. You said in your last fight you wanted to get back to the basics. Will you continue to stay with the basics in order to knock out your next opponent? P.S. Can you please go to WWE and come out to the Undertaker music? It would be epic.
I'm definitely planning on sticking with the basics and stuff. And I'm in a new place in my career. When you become a lone and reigning champion and you've done it for so long and experienced a lot of things out of these times I've been here, you kind of figure out a lot of things about yourself, especially with the things that you can get away with, and it allows you to take breaks and do things, like I said, I've been a millionaire for a very long time. So, you get lazy at times, you know what I'm saying? You got this, nice, everything you go about it be nice everywhere, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had to get my brother, away from the nice things, man, because he got a glimpse of just what the saying is, sleeping in silk sheets. How can you get up out of silk sheets and work hard? You have to. That's why I like what J-Rock did in the Hearn fight. They said Malik, that's Malik Man, and Malik got all the inside scoop. And Malik was telling us, like, man, he said, man, that young man, he broke himself back down. He went in. He was sleeping. He was in environments where it wasn't comfortable, like, not luxury things. You know what I'm saying? Been around. Nothing that was nice to keep him humble, to keep him in a place, his mindset. And that's sometimes what you have to do. You have to break yourself to that point and go back to that place. I remember how I came up and stuff, and, we wasn't around no luxury, and because you're around luxury all the time, it ain't going to make you want to do nothing. Because every day is a blessing. You just eat nice shit all the time. Shit, that's why guys that get in, that's in boxing, come from poverty. Hell, we coming from nasty places, like you heard Miller was saying. He was with the rats and the roaches, and he had to put fucking water and milk and shit like that. That's why you don't see rich people in boxing, because it ain't no motivation. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no motivation when you already got it. You gotta put yourself in a position where you don't have it, and that's when you fight the best. So I'm looking forward to stand, where I am, and I'm in a different place in my career, man, and it feels good to be here. And now we got new viewers, new fans that have arrived and on the scene. I gotta give them the best of me, because a lot of people, even still now, they don't even know I was in the Olympics, bro. Like, it's crazy. So it allowed me to see the growth. It allowed me to see how boxing has grown, especially in America, for the heavyweight division. And I know there's a lot of attention and a lot of eyes. It's on the division now. So while it's here, I want to be able to bring the best of me, in all aspects. And that's what I'm looking to do each and every fight. Bring the best out of me. Be a sensational knockout artist as I am, and bring the excitement, in and out of the ring.
So, Deontay, what was it that got you to this new weight of 223? Because we seen you come in at 209 for the Fury fight. So was it, nutritionist, or was it strength and conditioning? Was it Joey Scott? Like, what caused the difference in pounds?
Last night, Davis. You know, what really got me to this point is just when I fight, I'm always sick. You know, I mean, my immune system is always low. I'm always fighting with colds or different things like that, and I wanted to be very prepared. And I tell people I went back to the basics and stuff solely because of Brazil. Some people would say it's the Fury because of the controversial situation, but it wasn't because of that. Because I knew exactly what I did in that fight. I rushed myself. I tried to get myself up. I tried to end the show with a devastating knockout, being that I had so much attention on me. It wasn't no other events involved that particular time. No basketball, football, nothing. It was just all eyes on me. And I wanted to end the crowd with a devastating knockout, you know, and I forced a lot of it, you know, to do what I wanted to do. So that's easy. Second rematch, I knocked him out and he stayed asleep. I woke his ass up when I hit him with the left hook, and then he hit the ground too. He woke right on up, and then tell me he don't know how he got up. But anyway, second time, easy. But for Brazil, I wanted to build myself. I already put out there what I wanted to do to him. And, of course, the world heard about what I wanted to do because a lot, you know, it's just like many people say they don't want certain fights. You know, it's just like with the Brazil fight. A lot of people probably didn't want to see that fight. You know what I mean? That was probably the least fight that they wanted to see. But look how much attention it got because of something I said. You know what I'm saying? People can be, like I said, so many sensitive, butt-hurt people about certain things, like we say, and it's never going to be the worst thing that's ever been said in boxing. It's never going to be, you know. But people got drawn to that. But my main thing was I wanted to put myself in the best shape of my life. I was training for Brazil as if he was the champion of the world because of what I said. I put out into the universe what I wanted to do to him, and I wanted to make sure that on my side, that I was in the best shape of my life. My body was in the best shape of my life, and I devoted and dedicated myself to boxing and my nutrition. She was on point. Miss Cheryl Davis, that's my nutrition. She was on point with everything, hands down, you know, and all my doctors along with me, making sure everything was going straight, you know, as planned it, and everything went straight. My goal is 230, so we finna work on something to get me there to stay that way, you know what I mean? Because I have a high metabolism, and I'm always working. I'm always doing some shit. I'm sweating now, you know, and I'm always losing weight and gaining, losing and gaining. That's why I never really worry about my weight so much, because it's always up and down. But I know I'm strong. That's one thing you can't take away from me is my power. You know, weight it can bring a little power, but not much. You know, a lot of people, you put your weight into it, you do this, or you got big legs. I mean, I done bust all those myths. You know, my legs probably the smallest legs in the whole heavyweight division, but ain't nobody packing as much as power I have. Not even close. You know, so it's a lot of things that takes a part, you know, in certain things that I do. And I feel like, you know, I wanted to get my body right. I want to be healthy where my immune system is not at its low point, is at its high, that I can fight off a lot of things. And I did just that, man. I swear, that fight right there, I haven't felt that good going into the fight in a very, very long time, especially with my immune system. I'm always sick, but I don't make excuses, man. And that's the thing about me. A lot of people don't know and understand, like, most of these, us fighters, we don't always go in at 100%. You know, that's likely ever to happen. That's rare that happens. You just feel amazing and nothing wrong with you. Because most times something has went on. Something had went on. Like I broke my arm. I had hit that until after the fight. Like, you know, all that shit don't. How many guys would have postponed their fight? You know, and my healing, I only had enough time to heal up to the fight. That was the end of the healing. Leading up to the fight, it was 12 weeks. 12 weeks and 4 days. And 12 weeks and 4 days, I was finna fight in one of the biggest fights of my life. With a arm that was just now getting healed. So just imagine the pain and the strain that I had to put on that, not throwing it. You know, But I don't make excuses. I don't want people to have no sympathy for me or no sorrow for me. I'm going to do what I got to do regardless. And then when you see the results after that, and when I reveal that, you can be like, for real? Yo, man, you a bad. That just adds to my legacy to me.
Eric Cruz in Texas, being that you knocked out every opponent that you fight, how do you spar without hurting your sparring partners?
That's a good question. And what we do is most of my spar partners don't get in. They don't go more than 2 rounds with me. And let me explain when I say that, because I'm about to be like, that's it? They just do round, that's over? You know, sometimes, like, I have multiples of sparring partners. So sometimes I bring in 3, 4 guys. I think the most I had was like 5 guys. That was early in my career. But now I bring in about 3, 4 is the max. We had to cut it down. 4 is the max. And they all have different rounds. And let's say if it's a 6-round fight, if you got 3 guys, then it's obvious. 2, 4, 6, they all going 2 rounds. But when we up the rounds 8 or 10, you know, these guys still, they can't get in the ring. They only can get in the ring 2 rounds and get out. And we do that because we want them fresh the next time they get in. So just say a guy got in first, and we're doing 10 rounds. He got in the first 2 rounds, and he got out. Other guy did the 3rd and 4th. He may get back in, do the 5th and 6th. And then another guy may get in, do 6 and 7. He may get knocked the fuck out or get hit. And then the other guy that got in, he came back in and did some more rounds. So, you know, we keep them fresh. And I like to keep bodies fresh in there. And I'm the only one that's still going off of adrenaline, you know, getting little water or whatever. You know, had to come in different styles. I had to look at from all these different 4 to 3 men's and stuff. And it really gives me a way to adjust and give me a way to train a certain way, give me different looks that I'm looking for. Man, it's a real thrill to have my sparring partners. And when I have camps, I don't start first day of getting in shape. I'm year round, 365, always in shape, always ready. So first day of camp, I'm right into sparring. We even got guys all over the world. They here Sunday. Like, yeah, D, they ready. You know what I mean? And well, now they'll get here Saturday. We get them Saturday. Some depending on how far. Some of them will get in on the Sunday, but we try to get them Saturday so they can get that one day of rest and adjusting. We won't have so much jet lag. And then Monday we get right at it. And that's how I do my sparring. You know, just having multiples of guys in. But I also am proud of that we are able to get elite guys in our gym. You know, most of the guys that come in have undefeated records, you know, and or contenders and stuff like that. We've got a lot of contenders that was in my gym last time, and I'm looking forward to seeing those guys reign the division as well as I.
Joseph Rodriguez, salute and shout out from Plainville, Texas, champ. I'm curious. I know the business has definitely changed, but what are your thoughts on you possibly fighting in different locations in the world? To have your own Rumble in the Jungle or Thriller in Manila, I feel like you're the perfect personality for that, as well as the perfect face for the new boxing video game. You've answered both of those, but I wanted to give him his question. Christian the Magician says, Tyson Fury said himself that you'll knock everyone out that you fight except him. Do you think he's right? And what would you do differently in a rematch to knock out Fury this time around and make sure that he doesn't get up like last time?
Well, I already knocked Fury out. You know, he just woke back up, and the ref took too goddamn long to count. He actually paused when he was counting, you know, especially on 8. Go back and look at 8. 8 was a long fucking 8. You know, they helped him out a lot. But so he's wrong, and he knows he's wrong. That's why he didn't take the rematch, because the second time is going to be even better. Going to be even faster, quicker. You know, and the second time around, that's easy. Just keeping my patience. You know, I rest everything in that fight. You know, that's why I was the more aggressive guy, you know, in the fight that I really didn't need to be. You know, but what it allowed me to, the 12 round was the best if I learned anything, it would have been in the 12th round when I just took my time and it was there. I was like, oh shit, that's all I had to do all night. But I already knew that. I was telling myself that though. But it was that adrenaline, man. It was just so special that night, man. Just being in there, it was just so special. But I loved it, every bit of it. But I can't wait for the rematch. That will happen. He know it. I know it. He better stack up on these so-called bums, as he called them, these lower-ranked guys, to get his marbles back, because I'm going to knock it out since this. Yes, indeed. So y'all stay tuned.
Elms, the mastermind, says, good afternoon, Mr. Wilder. He's in the UK. He says, Tyson Fury said since he fought on Showtime, he would only rematch you if the fight happened on ESPN or a joint promotion. Will you be willing to do that? Cheers for an entertaining KO of Brazil.
Thanks so much. And, of course, that's what's going to have to happen. ESPN is going to be involved, as well as whatever network I decide to choose when that time comes. You know what I mean? So that's going to be obvious that ESPN going to be involved, or they would have never signed them. So, and we don't have no problem with that. We don't have no problem working with anyone. We just want to make great fights and get a fan something to see.
Andre Diacono in New Jersey says, if Eddie Hearn was to approach you on the streets, could you two have a civil conversation about AJ?
I mean, I'm an energy person, so that could happen. You know, it all depends on how I'm feeling at that moment in time. Like I said, I deal with a lot of things off of my energy, off of my feel. You know, intuition is real as well. You ever just been in a situation like, I knew something was going to happen, and you didn't go with that intuition? It was trying to tell you, like, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You just didn't listen. And a lot of people say they ignore certain things, but you know, you gotta follow your heart. You gotta follow your senses, what's real around you and how you feel, man. You know, a lot of stuff is real, and that's how that would be. If I saw him, he approached me, whatever my energy is feeling, that's how I display myself. You know, I'm not the type of person that act like I like you now, and then behind closed doors, I'm on a camera somewhere talking about you because I'm safe. That's not me. How I feel about you, I'm going to say it in your face. And I'm going to let you know it, because I want to feel your energy after I've displayed my piece to you. If I've said my piece and released that, I want to see how you feel. You know what I mean? I want you to express yourself. So that's how that would go.
We got KO'd in the UK, says, congrats on your victory. You said in your post-fight interview that you don't know if you will knock out AJ or if AJ knocks you out. In my opinion, I think that was the one time you were honest about the AJ fight. I also never heard you say that about any other fighter, as you always seem confident with other fighters. Is this the reason you are making fans wait?
Come on, man. You know when the fight happens, you know I'm going to knock his ass out. Come on, don't play me. You know, I'm still me. But sometimes I have to go down to stoop to y'all level and be, you know, and say some stuff and say, you know, realistically, anything can happen. Realistically, we two grown men, we're heavyweights and we're in the ring. The head is not meant to be hit in the first place. So even I can get hit in a wrong spot. It can go down. So I try to be reasonable. I try to put it to where I don't sound too cocky. I don't sound overconfident. All the things that y'all don't want like a black man like myself to be confident and cocky, and you know, because y'all mistake that. It's only confidence. I'm not arrogant. I'm confident in what I say. You know, I believe in what I believe in. So, you know, sometimes you have to stoop down to people's mindsets and say it that way, because although it's still realistic, but when it's time to fight, you already know what's going down. I'm going to knock his ass out just like I knocked every last one of them out, baby. Ain't nothing changed, baby. Only the draws that don't win. Let's go!
Compa in Los Angeles says, congratulations, champ. I'm proud of all your success. Bomb squad till the wheels fall off. To this day.
To this day.
Yes,
to this
sir.
day.
And we got Eno in the New Orleans, says, Brazil said that you punch much harder than AJ in an interview. What do you think about that?
I mean, somebody mentioned that to me and said I hit like a mule and AJ hit like a woman slapped him or something like that. And, I mean, thank you. I mean, thank you for the words or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he's just speaking his piece, you know what I mean? I know what I display, so when I hear guys, describing my power and how they felt, it's amazing to hear, from different opponents, especially like from a guy like Brazil. We had so much animosity against each other and hatred, and to go in there and to be able to, come one with himself after getting himself knocked out of himself, it's good to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It allows me to be able to measure certain things, like certain events, and like when I knock guys out, how do they feel, or they comparing it to this and that. It's always amazing feeling to see your work gear and compare it to something, and I appreciate them for the words, and that also, you other heavyweights out there that's listening, you better take the advice for the 40 that came, man. This ain't no game, man. I ain't playing. You feel me? This right hand right here is crazy. So thanks, Brazil.
Well, champ, that is all the questions from the streets. You've been beyond generous with your time. You've been on forever, man. We do want to thank you. I'm not even going to bother you with any more. Mike, I don't know.
What you mean you ain't got no more? You ain't got no more cornbread? You ain't got no more cornbread? I want cornbread. Give me the cornbread.
Yo, why do you think some of these other champions, even in other divisions, why do you think that they're not as accessible, outgoing, as yourself?
They high on life, man. They high on life. They full of themselves. They're just pathetic. They just should be ashamed of themselves. Shame. No, I'm just playing, man. To be honest, I don't know. Everybody got their different aura about themselves. Everybody release different energies, and sometimes people just don't want to be bothered. They go through so much. You just never know what a person is going through. We only see what we see on TV or what we see outside. But how many times that we sit back and just think what another person got going on outside of us in their everyday life? People don't really think about that. Even with talking to people, like sometimes 5 people can be too much for a person. Everybody's just different. Just because they fight, or even if they ain't a fighter, just any type of celebrity or whatever, always, consider that they are human beings. If you go ask for something, be polite, and if you don't get what you want, don't be mean about it, because you just never know. You may be the 50th or the 100th of person to ask that, and over and all that, what I'm saying? So a lot of guys take that in consideration. Some just get tired. But for me, it's like, I'm just a different person.
90 seconds.
I'm filled with love, bro. And that just totally is. It's just crazy that I love, but I can do just the opposite. I can do the opposite just as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me a special person, to be so reachable to so many different outlets, and to give them the opportunity to spread my peace amongst the world. You just never know what platform may hit the right ears to what type of audience. So, me, I don't burn
60
bridges.
seconds.
I give people opportunities, and, I'm an energy person too. Just because you say you want me to do an interview, doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I'm off of my energy. I go with great vibes, great energy, you know what I mean? And I don't fuck with no haters. If you hated on me before, and let me take that back, because I've done shit with people that hated on me in the past, and I've done interviews with them, and, they didn't change their mind about things, but, I mean, that's just me, bro. There ain't nobody like me. And, I was just playing in the beginning, man. I can't speak for no one else. Everyone has their own reasons, why they do things, and I can't say for them. I can only just say for myself. So I just thank God for making me who I am, and being the person I am with the mindset that
10
I have
seconds.
to be able to do these things, especially in the world filled with hate. And I'm trying to promote love. Although I say crazy shit, I even make up my own words at times, but it's all filled with love, and what's understood, come on now, don't have to be explained.
Hey man, my last question is y'all went down to the monument down in Montgomery, if that correct?
Yes.
I just want to
Yes,
know
man.
how
Oh man.
impactful was that, like visiting there? Because
Oh
I
my
know
God, Almighty.
my mom went, and she said when she went, just like
Oh
a
my God.
a feeling just came over her, like she couldn't really describe it. And I was just wondering, how was it
Jesus.
for you visiting that site?
Man, it was amazing, Mike. Man, oh man, it just like she described, it like that and more. You know, it all depends on how much impact that is reflect on your life. You know what I mean? Everyone gets a different thrill, a different feeling from a part of history because this could have been some of our ancestors, you know, and we would never know. But just as a race, you know, as a culture and all, like it's just devastating to see so many events went on with your people that it was senseless acts, senseless crimes, senseless murders, senseless rapes, senseless torture, senseless lynching, lynching, it's senseless. Like it's just it it gives you so much emotions, man. And if you ain't prepared and ready to go in there, then don't go. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that came out of that building crying, bro. You know what I mean? Like that's how impactful that it is, especially with the one that I was at when they was hanging the I don't know what they call them things that was hanging behind it. It got rust on it, and they hang them in certain levels for a specific reason. And I forgot the reason why they hang it. I don't know if it was from being from ground, and then you know how you get lynched, and you land on your ground, or you stand on your feet, and they pull you up. I don't know if it's an indication of that, or it was something else. But whatever they had it for, it was, man, I don't know how I forgot because it was very important because that's how they structured it. Because some beams are higher than others, and when it rains, the beams actually bleed, and it's the blood for all the people that got lynched. And during that time, they said it's bleeding for them, man. It's crazy, to see that rain and that rust be bleeding, and then you just start thinking about so many cultural of people, man, and I just go back like, damn, like, what have we done so wrong to deserve that shit? But, hey, man. But if you ever get a chance, anybody ever get an opportunity in Montgomery, go to the Slave Museum and check it out, man. You won't be disappointed, man. It's very impactful, and you gain knowledge from it to have a better understanding of Black history and different things like that, man. It's gonna upset you too. Now, I mean, it's gonna upset you. It might even make you shed tears when you think about a man got lynched. Got lit just for walking past a white woman's window, or having a white woman's photo in his hat, or a woman chewing gum. She was just chewing gum. They lynched her for chewing gum. You know what I mean? It just let you know how blessed we are in this world, man. How far we came, because man, yeah. I'm gonna just go see it for yourself, man. Because that's a whole other subject for me. I'm very touchy about shit like this, and it's impactful, and it's impactful to me right now. I can feel it, and but
Absolutely,
allow
bro.
y'all to go see it, man. It's great, yeah, man.
I totally understand. Well, D, man, we want to thank you for your time, man. Big blessings out to you and the whole Bomb Squad family. If you can, go ahead and leave the people with your social media and maybe a little Bomb Squad to end this.
Hey, baby, to all my fans, again, it's been a long time. I've been on this phone talking to you guys, and I'll do it all over again, baby, because I love you. That's what you get from a true champion. They ain't giving you your time. They ain't giving you dedication. Appreciate you for your hard-earned money that you're giving us. They ain't true champions, and you should not follow them. You know what I mean? Come with the real champ. Get a part of the Bomb Squad, yeah? But I appreciate you guys so much thus far, and I thank you guys, my day ones, man. I just want to say thank you guys so much, man, and I appreciate you. Many love and blessings that I'm wishing upon you and your family, man, and to everyone. If my handles is @BronzeBomber. That's on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And just hit your boy up, follow your boy, and comment and like whatever. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to TBV, baby. You always gonna come on. I'm always here, baby. We like family. Anytime y'all need the champ, I'm here, baby. Ain't no problem. So listeners, you can automatically get a guarantee that you'll definitely hear the champ on TBV, baby. Let's get it for all the supporters and haters, baby. Like, view, and subscribe.
You the champ, man. Thank you so much, Deontay.
Squad!
Thank you so much, brother, man. Thank Chris again. And, man, I can't say thank you enough. You've been on this phone for so long, man. Go ahead and enjoy your Saturday.
Big shout out to Chris, too, man, and Joe, and everybody in the Bomb Squad family.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And the tip to
Coach Cuz, Jay, you know what I'm saying? My
Especially-
sellers, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot nobody.
Yes, sir. Y'all got mosquitoes out there? Mosquitoes
Hell
warming
yeah,
up,
bigger
man.
than some bitch.
Man, these bitches out here, boy, they mad and they bite. But I'm about to go put some lavender. I'm about to go get some lavender and put on my arms. See, lavender, this is another survival tip. You know, yeah, if anybody know what lavender plant look like, you know, they alongside the streams and the banks. You can get them. It's a survival skill. You want to get rid of mosquitoes and insects like that, insects bite, put lavender on you. Some lavender oil. You create it and you just rub it on there. That'll get rid of all your insects. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about no chemicals buying it or over the counter or going to the store, spending a crazy amount of money. You get you some lavender, man, and rub it on you. That's the best remedy right there. That's a home remedy right there. From the roots, baby. Survival tip from your one and only Bomb Squad, baby. Ain't no champion doing that, man. Next, I'm going to give you a food recipe, but that's on another time. Peace. I love you guys. TBB in the building. We ain't going nowhere. Bomb Squad! I holler at you guys. Love, peace, and blessings.
Thank you, champ. Thank you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get to the callers, and we're going to go watch some fights. Jessica McCaskill just had an amazing fight.
Shit, boy, I watched that shit the whole time.
Unified. And who's this girl singing?
Bruh, the scores were like 98, 91, 97, 92, 96, 90. Whoa. Way too high.
I mean, I was busy with the interview, but I mean, I felt like she was fully in control. But who's this girl singing?
I don't know. I'm watching Top Rank. Top Rank just had a nigga, boy, put a nigga to sleep.
Marcos?
Whoever he was, good God almighty. Put that young man a big, tucked him in and everything.
Bruh.
Who's
this girl, though?
On the zone?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I ain't watching the zone. I'm watching Ito.
Ito. It started already?
The other Ito.
The other Ito. Let's get out to the sponsors. We can get to these callers.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
And if
remember
right now
to rate
chat,
us
man,
5 stars on iTunes.
And if you're listening right now in the chat or listening on YouTube or whatever you're listening at, go ahead and smash that thumbs up bunny bands. It helps with the visibility of the show. Helps let me and Ness know that we're doing a good job, and it just helps us grow and be able to get to more places.
All right, we gotta get to some super chats here. We got KP from KC, Deontay the meme maker Wilder, Lamont 321. Oh, we're just gonna go with Lamont. Big ups from Seattle, Bomb Squad, Joseph Brown, King Wilder. I was in the building when that KO went viral. The people's champ, always making time for the people. Salute, champ. We with you. 100. Joseph Brown, UK fighters and fans. I know it hurts, but King Wilder is the face of boxing. I don't care what you clowns say. And no, you white, a ho out here. You Lohan Profits. I don't know if that's Scorsese. It almost sounds like it could be Scorsese's other username, but Lillian White with the ostrich footwork is trash. Joseph Brown. AJ has never came to any of his fights. Wilder was at the Vlad fight versus AJ. Stop AJ protectors. Wilder's always been the real one. NO in New Orleans again. AJ in Miami chilling with Meat. mil, but he can't make it to the Wilder fight? 3 ducking emojis. Larry Merchant, excuses as per usual. Bo says, Africa, baby. I guess he's talking about bringing a fight. I was kind of a little bit let down when he said Rome, because Europe, man, we don't get the same amount, bro. Like my dollar, like 60 cents, 75 cents. Like
in Rome.
Hell yeah, bro. The conversion rate, Google it. I bet you we get less $5.
What they got going over in Rome that's so popular?
Ain't it euros over there?
Shit, I don't know what it is, nigga.
I'm pretty sure.
Never been to Rome.
I mean, try it. Google it. We got Joseph Brown back with another. Shout out to Joseph Brown, super supporting, man. Muhammad, you hurt because your hero won't talk. You know he begging the King Wilder to show up for this whack-ass fight in MSG. Tell him he got to kiss the ring.
Let me see,
Pterodactyl. Stop blaming Matchroom. What about Dazn? I don't know what that means. Susan Kennedy. Ask Wilder, will he fight Usyk? All Ask Wilder questions are on the Ask Deontay Wilder post on Patreon. Joseph Brown.
Good, bro. We good, man.
What? With what?
Wrong with euros.
It's euros, right?
Yeah, €1 is like $1.12.
What?
Yeah, we good, nigga.
Damn, we even?
Now we got 12 cents on the air, nigga.
Yo,
this is America.
Hey, yo, see when the currency changed. I remember going over there, and it was, and we would get less. Damn, they money even less now. No, champ, you did that wrong. You did that wrong. You wrong.
I said Rome currency to USD, then euros came up 5 years ago. So we ain't never been like below the shit. Know what I'm saying? We ain't never been below in Rome.
The euro wasn't worth more than the dollar, bro. Come on, that's got to be wrong. Eno on the super chat says, Wilder from the roads, you heard? He loved the roads. Joseph Brown says, none of you dudes in the chat ever made $1 million, but always speaking on Wilder money. Y'all sound like a bunch of gold-digging females. Stop pocket watching. That was what females do, you clowns. All right.
My bad. I read it wrong.
Not bad.
$1 US equals 88 cents.
I'm telling you.
89 cents.
I'm telling you. I knew.
$1 euro dollar is $1.12. My bad.
I knew we was taking a pay cut. We go over there, man. I knew it. That's why I'm like, I don't really want to go. I don't really want to go. Let me go out to Mastermind, pound for pound supporter, R&V. Talk to me.
R&V, what's the deal?
What's good, bro? I think it's official after today. I really thought Nesby, being facetious or Mike being a little extra.
Oh my God!
About the
good Lord Almighty! Don't get up, son. Stay down. You not alright.
So you just gonna ruin his car, huh?
Shit, nigga, if you want to watch it, nigga, you ruin it too.
We ain't watching Top Brain. We watching R&V. We watching R&V.
Son. Edo, I see you, Edo.
They ain't even the real Edo. They ain't even the real Edo, man.
Nigga, I had him on my parlay.
They ain't the real Edo. Can you give R&V some respect?
My bad.
It's cool. Hey, if you want a little money, that's good. You get an extra spoke on his wheels and his wheelchair. But look,
right here,
these dudes in the box, bro. Y'all are something. You could boomerang my double. I want to rank. Y'all dudes is some. Y'all not men. Like the dude hit disgusting, and you will call him or you a pussy. The dude talking to us. If you real, if you a broke dude on a bus, like some people we heard calling in, I ain't gonna call nobody's name out to live up north by the D. But look, if you don't want to spend your $3 and ask no questions, then shut the fuck up, bro. Like, how you gonna call a man a pussy when he literally answering every question? And your man AJ ain't never. And I ain't even talk about he ain't got to come on our thing. He don't even come on UK version of the boxing voice. When the last time he asked any real questions from the real fans? You know why? Because he don't care about y'all. He think of y'all as basically bums, peons, is holding up a sign like feed me now. Like all y'all dudes in the box is saying he a pussy. And ask your question and let him know who he is. And guess what? He will remember your name. And guess what? He gonna listen to the time when you call in and you're in the box. But you don't want to do that because you're a ho. Fat apples. All these clowns in the box, man. I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all.
The Nets giving y'all a whole 2 hours of the world heavyweights. My G, this dude's about to be a damn near 200-300 millionaire, and he's sitting there talking to us regular folks. You know, I'm about to be rich, so I'm about to be talking down on you too. But eventually, regular folks, and y'all sitting there crying in the chat box. Troy talking about he talking too long. You clown. He is the heavyweight. Imagine if Mike Tyson would call in during his heyday, during his biggest knockout ever, and was talking to us for a goddamn hour. What you think the reason why we got a podcast for? We sitting there discussing about Goofy Loop and left-right contract, but the whole heavyweight champion of the world, and you complain about an hour, Troy? Troy, I'm going to block you every time you crying about some damn champion talking for an hour, because you sound like a damn fool, my G. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Are y'all men or y'all not? And anybody want to call me out, I'll fight you on Border Boy. As soon as I have my child, I'm going to beat the fuck out of all y'all clowns that's talking in the box. I'm tired of this foolishness. You going to be a man or be a man? Fuck. And this straight violence. This ain't no rhythm today.
Damn.
All right, R&V, Mastermind. Dominic, Seattle, talk to me.
Up, man. Fury, bitch ass.
Always going with Fury, bruh.
But yo was good. And y'all like Desos and Miro, whatever how you say that shit on Showtime.
Thank you, man. I take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Yo, B, ain't Desos the Dominican one though?
Nah,
the
Miro.
The light skinned dude is the Dominican one, right?
Nah, these is like Jamaican or some shit.
Get the fuck out of here. The light skinned one. Wait. The light skinned one ain't Dominican, B?
The black nigga?
I said the light skinned dude ain't Dominican.
No. He is Dominican. His name is Miro, not Deezus.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said ain't the light skinned dude.
No, yeah, that's Miro. Yeah.
Hey,
nah, bro, don't compare me to that light skinned dude, bro.
Hey, man, he might be funnier than you.
That motherfucker wear silly tight ass pants, bro. Them shit's extra tight.
I don't think a nigga pants.
He might drop you though in the Border Wars.
Man,
but
bro, I'm out here putting down Mike, man.
All right. But that was a beautiful call, man. But I kind of got pissed when he said he ain't going to the Anthony Joshua fight.
But you gotta respect it though. He been to 2 already.
I know that's what I just said.
Damn, bro. It's like, yo, AJ should have came, man. AJ, Hunter.
He about to get in the ring?
He in the ring.
Man, why you tell me?
But I heard you want to watch Joshua invited him.
You said what?
I heard Anthony Joshua invited him, but is he gonna do the same
shit?
He said he ain't getting
no. He said he ain't getting no invite, but he don't want to say that he hasn't got one yet. Like he hasn't heard anything about it, but he doesn't know if someone in his team got the invite yet or has it already. You know what I'm saying? He ain't get it though.
Yeah.
But Dominic, man, thanks for calling in, champ.
What is nigga Michael Hunter opponent trainer that nigga Dreamland?
I don't know. A dreamer, yeah. Hell yeah. He fat as hell. I thought that too.
Extra sauce.
It's money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Hey, Money, you know the champ gave you a shout out, right?
Hey, yo. Bomb squad! Bomb squad, you dig? Let's go! Deontay Wilder, the greatest champion of all time, the baddest man on the planet, the most dangerous man on the world. Come on now. He's the greatest. He's a true champion. He did this for his daughter. He did this for his kids, man. This is why he did it. He's a true champion, bruh. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. He's my role model, bruh. I want to be like Deontay Wilder, bruh. He the true champion. He the greatest. He the GOAT. He the TBE. Move over Mayweather. It's the heavyweight time. It's the WBC heavyweight champion time. Deontay Wilder. He took over the world. He took over America. He took over. Let's go. I'm riding with the Bomb Squad all day, every day. TBD every day. Nestor Gibbs, Michael Gross, the Boss, H Money, the Rookie of the Year. Bomb Squad.
H Money, the Rookie of the Year, and my nigga Michael Hunter just got a knockdown. Ref rooted a knockdown, man. It's because Michael Hunter.
Yeah, because he knocked him off his, the ropes kept him up.
Oh my God, he working that left hook.
But Hunter just getting a tee off on this dude,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, man. He not really.
This dude he ain't even here, man. He
Oh,
ain't
he ain't pairing shots at all.
Look at his stomach, bro.
Oh my God.
He wearing all last year's meals on his stomach right now.
If he don't stop this, the revenue need to stop it soon because his feet gone. Hunter just got put. Oh,
we got a new caller here. I ain't got this down. Let me
insert. Working him. Uppercut. Nah, finally down. He down now.
My man gonna quit. He don't want to be here, bro.
Nah. He gonna make the ref call it off. He ain't gonna quit. He gonna make the ref call it off. Man. I know this kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna quit, but nigga, I ain't gonna motherfucking
816-226. Who's this?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who this? Kansas City Matt?
Yeah, this is Kansas City. Man, I'm back. It's been a long time ago and dusted off, go in the archives, dusted off, the tomb is open. It's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of bullshit. I'm come to neutralize that shit that Wilder got, the neutralizer. Let's start with all that bullshit, man. Bring it back to the United States. Matter of fact, I never even left. London Bridge going down. Y'all hit them like buttons, man. Hey, Ness, I'm on the Patreon. I donated. It's been a long time. I'm sorry. You've been doing your thing from the East Coast to West Coast, down south, everywhere. Hey, Mike, what's up, man?
What's the
business? You
business?
know who I am.
Shout out KC.
There's no Virgin Hunter. It's Kansas City Mac, man. It's been a long time. Wilder is the truth. That right hand has proven. Y'all tune in. More is to come. He's going to unify. He's going to...
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Kansas City Mac, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Annan, the Boomeranger. UK.
Oh, shit, man. Big up, man. Thank you for staying up with us, bro.
Yeah, just wanted to find out if there's any plans for Dylan White in the future.
Man,
yeah,
you
man,
you're
going to have to press rewind.
The way it sounds,
he definitely said, if White keeps winning, he's going to get the fight.
He left the door open for him.
Oh, okay. UK or States?
He didn't let us know that.
That'll be something for the big wigs to figure out.
They about to stop this. They got Maldonado looking at fingers and shit. It's over.
Oh, nigga, nah, bro, it's already done.
He looking at fingers.
The ref waited off.
Oh, okay. All right, Annan, you good?
Yeah. What? He's not around anymore.
Oh,
no, he gone.
He was on for 2 hours. You're going to have to press rewind. Press rewind on the podcast. He was there for 2 hours. Let me get to some other callers, okay?
All right.
All right, we're going out to A. Talk to me.
What up, A? Or A, whatever. Not whatever, but,
Yo.
A on Skype.
Can you hear me, yeah?
We hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, yeah.
Yeah, man. I just want to, give my appreciation to the champ for coming on the call, spending time with us. And what he said is facts, man. Like, people over here, we support him heavy. You know what I mean? The people on the internet, a lot of the guys, the AJ Dick Riders on the internet, they don't represent a lot of the people in the UK. So when he's saying that he has love in the UK, he's speaking facts. And that's for sure. But other than that, like, I came in a bit late, but did he say when he's planning to get into the ring next?
No, we didn't ask him that. Actually, I know he said that injury that he sustained would not keep him out the ring and it will heal by itself. But I'm hoping that, next said since that first Brazil knockout was so quick, when can we expect you back? And I think he said maybe, I don't want to say it because I don't know what he said.
Yeah, man. We're going to have to press rewind on that, brother. But, A.
Thanks for your call, man. And thanks for staying up with us.
Jeffrey, talk to me.
What's going on, Jeffy? Joffrey?
All right, guys. Oh, you all right, guys? Yeah. I just really thought it was really good that Wilder spent all that time on there, and he made a very valid point.
These UK callers
Hey,
calling in so surprised by Wilder spending time. Y'all
well,
Jim don't do that?
no, I thought it was great, but he made a really valid point. AJ don't do nothing like that, and I'm a big AJ supporter, but he don't do nothing like that for the fans. I'm telling you that right.
Well, you know what you need to do, bro? You need to get a petition started online and get AJ on TBV. If we get AJ on TBV via Twitter after his victory, then maybe you guys can see another side of him, because I guarantee you,
Man,
me and Ness got some heat for him.
It's funny though, cause like as big as the show is, there's not enough support. Like look at Decatur, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? He be talking to Bud every day, and it ain't enough retweets on that.
We gonna
It's
get
gotta
there.
be more. It's gotta be more. You
gonna
gotta
get there.
you gotta be
To
harassing
be
these
honest,
dudes on the daily.
to be honest, guys, I think he'd be scared about the questions Nez would ask him.
I mean, I'm gonna ask the questions from the public. You see, I didn't ask any questions. All my questions came from the public. But Jeffrey, man, thanks for calling in. We going out to T Plums. Talk to me.
What up, T Plums? UK in this bitch strong.
What up? What up, fellas? What up? So, I'm glad that UK dude, before this dude clarified that them AJ dick riders don't represent the UK, because these niggas are ridiculous, bro. They need to be like, they remind me of like, you know what I'm saying? You know you 5 years old and then you think, can't nobody whoop your dad. My dad could whoop your ass, like all that bull. That's how these niggas are. Like, they like some little hoes, bro. And yeah, bro, I wasn't even gonna call in, but I just had to vent because I was reading the chat. These little hoe ass UK niggas, all that bull, like, bro, they just some hoes, bro. Like, not all of them. I gotta differentiate the AJ protectors, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this man, a millionaire, a rich dude, like a high class celebrity, just spent 2 hours talking to us, bro. Like, and they can't appreciate that. They got to talk about AJ all day. Like, these some whole niggas, bro. But I mean, yeah, that's it. That's my call, bro. I'm just betting.
No doubt, man. Y'all just gotta understand though, man. Like, one can't exist without the other, and that's why I tell you he got that Mayweather effect. And when his star really takes off, it ain't gonna be called the Mayweather effect. It's gonna be called the Wilder effect. It ain't gonna be. Better. We ain't gonna say. Oh, that was Mike Tyson. No, it's gonna be like that was Wilder like, because it's like he said. He telling you himself in our interview that the buzz just happened after Stavern 2. So then after Stavern 2 was Luis Ortiz. After Luis Ortiz was Fury. Now this one. So he's like, yo, I'm on a train. Now. I'm going to stop every now and then. All aboard, jump the fuck on. But it ain't too many stops.
Pretty simple, I'm saying.
Ain't too many stops, you know what I'm saying? We gonna go right past one of these train stops. You gonna be like that with your hand out, like, yo, but wait.
Yo,
it's
Wilder,
over. Nah, Wilder done kept it moving on your ass. We going out to California.
Chris gonna kick you in the chest.
What'd you say?
Soon they run up, Chris gonna kick you in the chest.
Word is born.
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
And he gave Info Joe a shout out too.
Yo.
Everybody that asked for a shout out, he
made
did.
my motherfucking day, man. I'm gonna have to make me a new intro, put that shit in there, man. Yo, shout out to the boxing gods. Shout out to the king of Wakanda, Bomb Squad Wilder, the man with the vibranium, known to crack motherfucking craniums. Facts. Yo, shout out to R&B, man. You a real one. Great call. Shout out to the voice of the people. There is no equal. TBV, pound for pound, #1. What other channel was doing this? Where can you go and you can answer? Ness and them could have just stole the show and answered the shit that they wanted to talk about. He had the people, the callers, the Patreons, the supporters, questions, man. Where else they do that? Man, make the boxing voice your choice. TBV, pound for pound, #1. Hit those thumbs up. Join Patreon. Yo, I'm lit. This is it, and I'm out. Peace.
Joe,
yes,
man.
Sir.
You the man, Joe. You the man. Thanks for calling in. We got live on Skype I say live because I have no clue who you are. You got just all numbers on your shit. You already unmuted.
Tracy.
That's you, B.
There's you, big dog.
Hey, fam, man. I just joined y'all Patreon and everything, man. I've been listening to y'all for a couple of weeks, man. I love all y'all content. I done went back and watched everything, man. I'm finally excited about boxing again. Appreciate the love from Deontay Wilder, man. The king, man. The king of Wakanda. The man. The one that's gonna run everything soon. Y'all just wait and watch. I love listening to H Money. I love y'all take on everything. I just want to ask y'all, man. You know Deontay Wilder got that new clothing line, and I'm a big fella, man. I wanted to know if he got like some 3X's or customs he can do, because that red hoodie is dope, son. It's mad dope.
I'm probably gotta get on Brooklyn Boxing store, and I think they have a link to the Wilder clothing, because I know that his clothing will be sold in that store. So just go in there and see what kind of size they got.
Yeah, but I think Wilder got his own. If you go to his Instagram and go to the posts of the store, he's selling his own. Like, so I believe he's got his own .com as well.
Oh, okay, well,
yeah. So
okay, well, TBV for life, man. That's all I wanted to ask y'all, man. Thank y'all for the interview,
name, brother?
man.
What's your name?
My name Tracy Sims. I'm the one that asked him to go
Tracy, okay.
White King, man.
Yeah. I seen that. All right, cool. Good to know it wasn't a female. For one point, I thought it was a female. I'm not taking shots at just one point. No, because we do got we got female listeners and stuff. But also, when you get a chance, change your name on Skype so that we could address you as Tracy, bro. Because right now it just says like live 744-92574CE3. All crazy shit. Look like your social security
thank you
number.
for joining Patreon too, man.
Yeah, man.
Good luck.
Definitely appreciate you joining Patreon.
When I get some more money, man, I'm gonna go for pound. I'm gonna go for all that boomerang and all, man. I'm gonna do it, man. I support y'all, man. I love what y'all doing. Y'all alternative for everything, man. They got PBC and all that on Fox and all that. But y'all are really the ones that's doing the real interviews, the real questions. Y'all do it all. TBB for life.
Oh, man. Thank you, brother. We appreciate it, man. Appreciate it for sure.
That's one thing we try to do is like not be one entity, like kind of channel, no, like not just PPC, not just Top Rank, not just a zone, not just Matchroom, not just whatever. Bring everybody in, man. If you're big enough, shit, we gonna talk about you. Should we talk about Philip?
And we just need a little help too. We need a little help, man.
Speaking of Philip,
Javier always talking about he want to step up. You know what I'm saying? He need to be.
Speaking of Javier, man, gotta give a shout out. Me and Javier recorded our first episode today. I got it edited and everything, so it will be uploaded here after the show. So it's called Conflicting Ignorance. Me and Javier just talking shit about
ignorance.
Conflicting ignorance, because we talking shit, you know what I'm saying? And just we having fun with it, so don't take us too serious. Don't get offended about it. That's why it's called conflicting, because you may conflict with some of our ignorance that we're gonna speak about today. We had the baddie of the week. We had the NBA playoff preview, the greatest NBA team of all time. And something else we talked about. Oh yeah, the Alabama abortion shit.
Crazy. Hey yo, that's crazy. I seen that Alabama abortion shit, and I was just about to get jealous until you start saying that y'all talked about some weird basketball. I think you said.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just like high lane. You know what I'm saying? Something that me I'm talking about on the phone. Like we actually like watch games and be on FaceTime and shit. So yeah. Damn, good night, fucking niggas.
Oh, that was Steve Ross highlight they showed. I'm like, who the fuck was that? They just showed getting that ass whooped like that. But
yeah, if you want to look for it, it's called Conflicting Ignorance. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Man, I'll probably be doing 2 or 3 a week, so just look out for it.
Oh, the YouTube channel is called Conflicting Ignorance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's set up and everything.
You need to put it up on the homepage, bro, so people have an easier way of finding it.
Bet.
Annan, you want your boomerang? Actually, yeah, Annan, you want your boomerang? Or are you good? We got another caller if you're good. Are you good? Are you good? He's good. Dallas Cowboys, who was that?
That is Rod 870. What up, big dog?
Rod, what up?
What up, bro? Man, I gotta say that was a great interview. Deontay is giving us a lot, man. He's really the people's champ. For the UK fans that sat in the chat the whole fucking time and hated on the guy and called him a duck, when has AJ ever gone and done an interview
I gotta
with somebody?
understand, man. It's not hate. It's they're jealous and bitter. They're sad. You hear the intelligent UK caller say, "Damn, AJ don't do this."
Exactly.
The ones that are commenting hateful things, they're just mad. Like, damn, why can't AJ answer all our questions like this?
Exactly, and we could call it that, Ness, and that's exactly what we could call it. But to see what Wilder is doing is great. When you ask my question, I think that he, it was good the way you put it, and I was wondering if you was going to ask it like that because it was more of a statement than an answer. I mean, a question, and the way you read it and the way you put it to him, even though he didn't hear the first part, I think he kind of thought about it. And as you was going through saying, like Fury, knockout in 7, he like, okay. And he's kind of saying what we're saying. Deontay Wilder has put himself in a position to become a legend. And he's only like 3 or 4 fights away, 3 or 4 great fights away. And that's incredible for somebody to come where he's come from. So I just think that, at some point people are going to appreciate this guy. And, I'm seeing people on Facebook and Twitter that I'm cool with still say like, oh, he hadn't fought anybody and not appreciating the greatness. And he needs to keep doing what he's doing. I will say one thing, though. I think he needs to go ahead and take the AJ fight. And that's just me. And I'm glad that you were able to press him on that. You didn't lob him softball questions. You pressed him on the hard questions. And it's good that he's such a great champ that he can take them and still call you a buddy and still call you a friend and still come on and do interviews. But I hope he take the AJ fight next and not string us along because I don't think he's going to be able to get away with what Floyd Mayweather got away with a few years ago. I think Floyd Mayweather and what Pacquiao did kind of left a sour taste in everybody's mouth. So I think at some point within the next year, people are going to start pressuring them, and they're not going to want to hear.
I don't think
AJ
so. You know why?
fight.
You know why? What's the difference? Pacquiao and Floyd had 2 competing networks, and it was only those 2 networks. Now you got Dazn, who doesn't release numbers. Granted, they released Canelo's, which was only 600,000 in the U.S., and that's Canelo. So then you got ESPN competing. You got PBC, Showtime, Fox competing. It's totally different from back then. Right now, if AJ could fight Ruiz and not make a bigger statement as Wilder made with Brazil, he needs to have a highlight reel so that it can go past DAZN, so that DAZN can spread it on their social media and we repost and retweet and the same thing happen. But if it doesn't play out that way, how are we gonna know? It's a streaming app.
Absolutely. You're right, man. But that's my call, man. I just wanted to say great interview. And it's something about me. I like when interviewers challenge people. I hate to see people interview fighters and entertainers and politicians and lob them softball questions. You're not afraid to challenge him and push him and make him answer those questions like, hey, why don't you take the money now? They're offering you 50-50, Deontay. Why don't you do this? That's what I like to hear. I know a lot of people like to praise people all the time. I like the fact that you're not afraid to challenge, man. That's my call.
Thank you for calling in and in Boomerang.
Real quick, man, quick sidebar, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't watching top ranking shit. I was actually talking to Shakur Stevenson earlier this week, and I was trying to go and get him on the show sometime next week in the morning show. So be on the lookout for the highly touted, I don't think you even call him a prospect no more, man, the highly touted French.
He's number 1 in the WBO, man.
Yeah, he's number 1, number 1 ranked, so he's gonna be a contender here pretty soon. So just be on the lookout for Shakur Stevenson next week on the channel.
Yeah, man, we need a co-producer, man. We need a co-producer to schedule interviews every day, like back in the day, man. And in Boomerang, talk to me.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm another UK Wilder fan, and a lot of my friends get on to me because they hate Wilder, so I'm like one of the only ones. But have you seen Eddie Hearn's latest interview where he's talking about the Showtime figures and how disappointing they were?
No. But what figures was he talking about?
Just the Wilder fight, and he's just talking about how.
Oh yeah, I think someone sent me a clip about tickets, about the Wilder fight only selling 5,000 tickets.
Yeah, something like that. Eddie Hearn said something like that, but
man, I mean,
I don't know, man.
It doesn't sound like it to me. It looks like Wilder's fight was a success, and Fury, Eddie are trying to attach themselves to that name.
Yeah, trying to deflect. Maybe Joshua fight not sold out yet.
Yeah, and who would you like to see Wilder face next? Like you, both of you.
I want Dillian White, just like you.
Yeah, I want to shut Dylan White fucking mouth, man. He can't be sitting out here calling people crackheads and shit. It is about shutting his fucking mouth.
I mean, it is, but I think that like another common opponent performance puts.
That's true too.
It puts this massive like shadow.
And Dylan White keep that fucking left hand jab real though.
Yeah, no, Dillian White be always trying to catch you with that left hook, so
yeah.
he could be open for the counter right hand. Yeah. But Annie, man, thank you for calling in. We're gonna wrap this one up. I'm gonna watch some boxing. I don't know, I don't even know who Haney's fighting, so I don't know if that's live chat worthy, but maybe Mike will let me know off air.
We got a couple of super chats that we need to hit up before we get up out of here.
Oh yeah.
Did you read the one from Joseph Brown?
I thought I read them all. Let me refresh and see.
Okay, now we got one from Wilder from the road.
Nah, I read that too. But the new one is from Bo from Bama. I read that one from He says TBV live on Saturday. This is legit. Smash the like button. Nothing like watching boxing and listening to TBV and the champ. Hashtag thumbs up. Hashtag sign up. Hashtag Patreon. Hashtag betting show. Bo from Bama. What up, what up? Yo, I know my parlay doing good because everybody that's supposed to won.
I gotta check mine out and see what's up with it.
I just need Hearn to make it right. Make it all right. Make it all
gotta come
right.
through. I just seen a Japanese nigga like a nigga to motherfucker Smithereens. Got him all over the ring.
On that note, I'm out. NestGTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Because you want to get those notifications every time we go live. You want to know when we schedule a show. Sign up to Patreon, patreon.com/Thaboxingvoice. Be part of the show. Drop your questions in for the champs. And we're looking for an intern, man. We need an intern. We need a person in the back who wants to schedule shows, guests, get Mike coffee, all that good shit, We need a coffee getter who want to be the coffee getter and learn the ins and outs and grow with TBV. Hit that thumbs up button, future, present, past. I'm out.
Follow me on IG at Grouse1911 or on Twitter at Grouse2312, or follow me on my on me and Javi's YouTube page at Conflicting Ignorance. The first episode will be out in probably about 30 minutes, so check it out.
Quick super chat from AJRX, the voice of the people. There is no equal. The boxing voice. Make them your choice. Hit that thumbs up button. That's what's up. Yo, hit that thumbs down if you a clown.
They got Corbin and Hargroven finna come up.
I know. I seen it, man. I'm ready for this. Yo, his nickname is El Animal. What you say? Yo, why Devin Haney look like he got veneers on? Nigga teeth look perfect at the weigh-in, right?
White than a motherfucker, boy.
White and square. Just look like chiclets. Yo, I'm out.
Peace.